Comrades, today is October 13, 2025, and the current time is 8:18 p.m. The Institute is once again experimenting with caffeinated soup, but we will be performing a blind sample testing. Comrades who have been marked for testing will receive a survey after they have consumed it. You will not be notified if you have been selected until after the serving has been tampered with. That concludes today's announcements.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
Oh dear, how shameful of the little icon to be in the way. Good evening, comrades. Are you ready for today's magical adventure in the Rimworld out here, where we are going to be slaughtering aliens for fun and for profit? As we go about on our little super destroyer, as we develop the weapons that we need to ensure our survival against the alien and bug menace. Truly a wonderful time, wouldn't you agree? That's right. I don't know why I'm doing this. Hello, comrades. Good evening. I don't know what's wrong with me. How are all of you doing today? I hope you had a fun weekend. I ate some fried chicken that was really awful, and now I am in a moderately okay mood. Why the British beginning? I don't know. Sometimes I need to give some variety to the beginnings of these streams, you know? I can't just do the same thing all the time. It gets boring. I have to have some variety. Anyways, good evening, comrades. Congrats to Kefir for being first. Also, hi, Xanth and Kefir and Ronnie. And I think that's everyone who's said something so far in chat so far on both ends. I think, yes, it is. Okay. We're continuing the Rimworld run. You know what to expect. We have a ship, we have guns, we have weapons, and we're trying to build our Pelican, which is probably going to be the most difficult part of this entire endeavor, due to the fact that this thing requires 4 turbojets, of which we have completed 1, and we are trying to build the remainder, and it's going to take a incredible amount of time to do so. So hopefully we can get that slammed out as soon as possible. Hello, son. How are you? I'm just for another beer. What kind of beer are you drinking? Like I said, I've never been fond of beer myself. Oh, Zeoposer became an adult. That's the other thing we forgot. So Zeoposer has reached the age of 13, and now gets the ability to pick something what they want to do. So they like telling stories about raiders, so this person probably wants to become... Oh, right, they have, like, no skills. So we have to pick a passion for the poor fella. You know what? I think this is someone who could probably use some construction passion. And they are sanguine, so they're permanently happy. Perfect. Easy. Alright, that'll be fine. Other than that, I'm doing pretty good. Regardless, I had to do some errands today, and you might have noticed on the schedule that I might not be available on Wednesday to stream. It's kind of tentative. I have another thing that might be happening that day, and that's why I may not be able to stream. So that's why I put it on there. Tentative stream, please be aware. It's a very... There's a thing that I might have to do. Basically, if you don't know, I'm in a martial arts school. We had an event. I was the cameraman. And so I had to take a lot of footage, and so I think they want to possibly go over that footage on Wednesday. So that's just a, early heads up in case you're kind of curious of where I might disappear off to on such a day. But trust me, that's all it is. Nothing bad is happening. I would never do anything that would bring dishonor to the Institute. I would think anyways. Also, we gotta get, So Zeoposer is now technically an adult and can wear adult clothes, which is fine, I think. Everyone's clothing is kind of mismatched because some people have Helldiver gear, some people don't, and some random people have space helmets, but they don't have the space suit, so it's a bit of a mess right now. And we're hoping we can maybe fix that at some point in the near future, because our gear is a hot, giggity mess of just... It's a slap job. By the way, I was watching another streamer play Rimworld earlier today, and... Wow, it's really interesting because they were playing with the multi-floor mod with the grav ship, and they actually had a second floor on the grav ship. It was really cool to see. Now, I've not done that myself, and I would like to at some point, but it is just not something that I want to figure out at the current time. But maybe in the future one day we will do that, but it was just a cool thing that I observed, and I was like, oh, that's pretty sick, actually. Anyways, our ship is a little janky and needs a little bit of improvement, so hopefully today we can get some of those improvements down. My main goal is to, 1, build a Pelican once we can get these turbojets built, and they will take a lot of time because these things are fat, chunky things that require almost 2,000 units of work to get built, and we only have one, so we're gonna need a lot more. We're also trying to make more components. Thankfully, that's being automated by our beautiful auto fabricator. And then after that, we have our... Well, we have this thing. Our... What does he want to call us? Our grow room, growing lots and lots of rice and basically nothing else right now. And our pawns are just going around. I think we have enough food to last a little bit, although we probably need to go kill a few more animals, so let's do exactly that. Let's go kill the local wildlife. I would like to kill all the elk and bucks and deers, because those aren't really going to kill us. We'll kill them instead. Another thing we're also looking for plasteel, which is the other problem, because we just don't have any. Yes, we are trying to make it more symmetrical. I think the only thing that's missing for symmetry purposes is actually this bottom section here, to mimic this room. Now, I could try to just build it out right now, but it might be a little difficult, because this is... What's 5 times 8? 40? Oh, we actually might have enough. Hold on, we might have enough to fill that in. Let's see. 40... And then extend out like this. Okay, we might actually have enough for this. And then this gets replaced with a door, I believe. And I think that's probably everything that we need. We are also going to start... Again, we have to replace everything with these auto doors, because it's something I've been kind of putting off for a very long time. So hopefully that will make our ship a lot more appealing to the eye and also to our day-to-day function. And then we can... hopefully start hell diving onto enemies, because we do have to do a few more quests. We need to hunt down more whatchamacallits. We need to hunt down the other grav cores. There's one over here, the crashed mechanoid platform, and then we'll eventually have to go into space and go hit the other ones. And hopefully that should be enough to get us going for where we want to go in this plot line, as we try to again defeat the large amount of incoming waves. In fact, this one is 2 swarmlings, a mega scarab LPs, an insectoid princess, whatever that is. And so there's a lot of bugs coming in, and I don't know if we have enough room to summon another victim. Actually, we have one person here who needs to be assigned. So who's this one getting assigned to? There's only 2 people who are on the queue, so I guess it's going to go to one of these people unless someone wants to join the queue and they don't have a pawn, but I think most people have a pawn already. I guess we'll give it to Yuka. Alright, so let's see what Yuka is. Yuka is a melee specialist with deep mining skills. Also, it's a burrow siege. What is this? A swarm of rare royal insects is tunneling towards you. They will break through in a few seconds and create burrows, allow more and more insects to reach the surface. They can be started using explosives, but they'll collapse after some time. Oh, okay, so, large quantity of bugs are coming our way, and we need to deal with that. Also, the other problem we have to deal with right now is, I believe... Skylet is dependent on Luciferium, and we have run out of Luciferium. And I need to figure out what I'm going to do about this, because I have no clue. I may have to terminate Skylet because of the lack of Luciferium. Or maybe this event will give us some. Also, hi Ray. Ray's here. Ray's been playing a lot of Final Fantasy XIV. I know she has, because she's been telling me non-stop about her magical adventures. And maybe we should not be here, as those bugs are about to get very, very close to us. Let's get out of here real fast. I want to see where those bugs are. Unholy, you're already in here. You don't need to join the queue. You're already here. You actually made it to Dawn Trail already? I can't believe this. I need to finish the story. Oh, the insectoid burrow collapsed immediately because I guess it can't grow over shallow water, so it just failed instantly. Fantastic. I am a-okay with that. By the way, I'm gonna hope that my internet doesn't explode, but as I was starting stream, I was watching my internet freak out with the dropped frames, so hopefully it'll be fine. Wait. Oh no. It was Immortal. Immortal took the Luciferium. That's what that event does. Uh-oh. Now I have 2 pawns that are addicted to Luciferium. Alright, we need to hunt down some Luciferium. Where are we? We have to go to like some of these nearby sites and see if we can just hunt down some Luciferium, because that's not good. Yeah. No, you can't buy items. Can't buy items. I have an idea. If we could just get the Pelican built, it would make traveling around so much faster and easier to hunt down what we need. But I think realistically, we just have to leave and try to go to other tiles and see if we can find Luciferium that way. I don't think I have any other option. We could try, because we can't really visit a village with our giant ship. We'd have to land nearby and then walk over there. Or we just finish building the dang pelican and then do it that way, which is probably what I would like to do. Let's see, because I think our other choices are... we could also go to this abandoned colony. That might be the better choice. So maybe, perhaps we just do that. Oh, right, Riston is still missing a lung. I forgot. The poor guy is missing a lung. I don't have a spare lung to provide. We may need to try building another prosthetic lung, which I cannot remember where that is done in, and I think it might be somewhere here. Yeah, it's gonna be rough. Let's do that. Let's just try to get the poor fellow a lung. Oh, there are a few bugs that made it. Okay. Oh, we have turrets. That is a very annoying bug that just refuses to die. There we go. There's one more. Anyways, on other unrelated news, we will be doing Star Sector again this week. We haven't played it in like almost 3 months, and I kind of want to touch it again and see how far the game has kind of like I kind of want to revisit the plot lines, because I know there was a bunch of storylines that we were in the middle of that we didn't finish, and I kind of want to see where it's at. So that's why we're playing the funny Star Sector game and trying that. I cannot stream 14. I know it'd be kind of nice to stream it, but I just can't. Also, hi Riston. If wars were won by feasting or victory by song, or safety found in sleeping sound, how England would be strong. Is that from something that I'm not familiar with? So I was watching Whiskey's Rimworld stream. I was like, wow, her ship looks a lot better than mine. But she also has 2 floors that she can work with, which is pretty handy, I would say, for, you know, having a giant ship. You know what I mean? And Dominion on. Is this actually like a song? What are you doing, Infidave? Hello, welcome. Let's see. I'm gonna look this up. I'm kind of curious. By the way, like to stream on YouTube, because here's the thing. I reached the 3,000 hour minimum requirement to hit YouTube partner, which is 1, incredibly hilarious, but 2, I don't have the 500 subscriber minimum count on YouTube to actually do anything with that. So hey, if you want to help out, YouTube is a very cool platform with stuff happening there, I think, sometimes. Oh, Ronnie's being attacked. We should probably save a Ronnie. These 2 have guns. Okay. Oh, okay. That's really interesting. I've never heard of that song before. Alright, let's go kill some bugs here real fast. Maybe Ronnie can fight back real quick. Oh my goodness. That is friendly fire. And that is a permanent brain injury. Oh my god, this needs to stop happening. This is happening far too often. The turrets aren't very smart, obviously, but good god. Okay, let's do that. Play amazing cultivations and kind of price if you want to play it legally. Back to TF2 mines. Titanfall 2 in this day and age? I love Titanfall 2. It's a shame that they never made Titanfall 3. And they never did anything with the Titanfall property ever again. And no, whatever that game is called Apex Legends doesn't count. Because Apex Legends isn't real, and you can't tell me it's real. Let's just get out of here, I think. I think we just leave. I was gonna sit here and mine for steel, but I don't know if we need to, realistically. I think I'm gonna make this a storage room. I think realistically that's what I was planning to do. Yes, so I did see that game on Steam, the Frontline Logistics Isarian Warfare. Because if they've linked it, and I was like, this is like my type of game. Did you message me something, Ray? Oh, you did. Okay, I will respond to you about that after stream. But yeah, I did see the Isarian Warfare Logistics Simulator. I'm like, this is the type of game that I would love to play. I am not sure if people want to watch a logistics simulator video game, but if there is an audience for it, I'm not opposed to playing it on stream. It's just, it is definitely an odd title to think about. All right, can these turrets maybe not accidentally kill us? Yeah, because Yuga's about to die here. Maybe we should get everyone inside for now. You know what? Hold on. Let's good idea. Let's just get everyone indoors. Let's get everyone inside the ship now. And then let's get this one handled. Is everyone excited for the Let It Die sequel? It is a live service game. What do you mean, Leg It Die? What is Leg It Die? I've not seen this one before. There's a lot of games out there that I'm just not familiar with, and I know people are like mentioning them. Leg It Die. Oh, Let It Die. It's a free-to-play hack and slash by okay, some Japanese group that I've never heard of. Okay, so they might have, I think we just leave. Do we just get out of here? Where's the other turbojet? Wait a second, where's the other turbojet? Turbojet. Okay, so we have one. Okay, so we need to build the other ones. I think we leave because we gotta hunt down the... We gotta hunt down Luciferium for Skylet. I think Skylet's gonna probably on the verge of a mental breakdown soon, so we gotta be... We gotta move fast. Ugh. Oh, but everyone's in a... Oh, we can't leave for 18 more hours. Okay, so we gotta sit here. Alright, that's fine. We'll just sit here for a bit longer. It's still a pain to pull people away from League. Listen, you know what? Sometimes you just have to let people play bad video games. Okay, I'm one of those people. Sometimes I play League of Legends too. It's a curse. Ever since they released that that PvE mode, and then the other modes that came with it, like what is it called? Brawl. I have been playing probably too much League of Legends until Battlefield 6 came out, and then I started playing that instead. Because at least Battlefield 6 is enjoyable, and you know, I like that type of game a lot. I have put in... I don't know how many of you are playing Battlefield 6, but let's just say I have put in... Let's actually see what my Steam... See what my Steam says. According to Steam, I have already put in 17 hours on the Battlefield 6. It is so much fun. I am loving it greatly, so I cannot wait to play more of that in the future. Probably even a bit tonight after I stream. Because it's just fun. Unfortunately, I don't have many people to squad up with, so I'm mostly just playing by myself a lot of these times, which is probably sounds a little depressing, but that's just the norm for me playing these types of games, because it's kind of hard to find people that are willing to suffer with me in the Butterfield. We gotta get ready for this next fight, too. Yeah, I know, I have some friends that play it, but not very many. These bugs are really tanky, and the Liberator is surprisingly not enough to kill them. Okay. Oh, right. These guys are under attack. That's fine. These things will collapse on their own, so I can probably ignore it. Okay, so yeah, after a number of waves, they'll just collapse and leave you alone. That's fine. All right. Exclamation mark, join queue. You're already in here, though. So you can't rejoin the queue if you already exist. Oh, turrets are out of bullets. Right, okay, that's a thing. We do need to set up a better turret wall at some point. But that's a problem for once we have more options. Let's just grab these guys over here and just try to have them shoot, rip apart these mega scarabs. These things are beefy, and I don't like that. Funbound also moves like really slow, unfortunately. It's not even suffering from food poisoning. Is he just like over encumbered? He might just... Oh, he is just over encumbered. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I think 3 Helldivers are enough to handle this. These things are surprisingly durable, and that is a problem. Let's get a 4th Helldiver out here. For this run, people can't buy stuff. You're only allowed to buy events that, like, say, improve your stats. Or just, like, meteors and stuff like that, but you can't buy strict items. I used to allow that, and I think it was kind of fun. But as of late, I kind of find it a little more enjoyable when I'm not allowed to just rely on people buying large quantities of items and actually having to try to work within the confines of the game to develop our colony. And I think that's why I do that instead of letting people buy stuff like crazy. I think it's just more enjoyable, and so I try to leave it as is. But yeah, you can buy events like Party. You can buy things like meteors. You can't buy tornadoes, because tornadoes are the worst thing to have ever existed in Rimworld, so I just refuse to allow that to happen. And that's kind of where we're at. So hopefully we can get... So this final section will make the ship completely symmetrical. Okay, this will actually make the ship completely symmetrical as requested, because I know some people have seen the ship and they're like, why is this not symmetrical? How dare you? I think I also banned, yeah, like nuclear fallout and all that, because I think it's just dumb and I didn't want to deal with it. So that's the reason why that's not a thing. Anyways, I'll say it again, but hey, come to the YouTube channel too, so that I can maybe hit the minimum quantity that I require of individuals, because I think YouTube keeps deciding that I'm going to be the what you want to call it, the sleep channel for a lot of people, because Rimworld, I guess, just gravitates people who want to go to bed. Okay, so I was researching medicine for some reason, and I'm trying to remember why I was researching this. And I cannot remember. Oh, it's so we could grow Luciferium. Now, we're not going to be able to grow it in time, but we will be able to grow Luciferium. It's just going to take a long time for that to be relevant. So hopefully, we can at least get something figured out. I think we just fly out once this is ready to go. Sleep channel is pretty good compared to not being relevant. That's true too. Yeah, listen, it's an observation I've made. Because the YouTube streams are usually incredibly, like, there's basically no one who chats in there, but for some reason there's usually a very large quantity of viewers, and I'm not, what's the word thing? I'm not view botting. It just, for some reason, happens constantly. So I'm always fairly sure that YouTube is just for some reason pushing me to the recommended feed on people who are like auto-playing videos. And they'll go from one video, like say a Rimworld video, and then they get into the live stream, and then they're already asleep, so they don't leave. Like I said, I'm like 99% sure that's how much that happens. I don't think Ray has any, Ray doesn't care. Ray doesn't care. Ray is too busy playing Final Fantasy XIV right now, because she's caught up to Dawn Trail, and that does not bode well for me as an individual who should be ahead of Ray in Final Fantasy XIV, so now I am about to lose my 14 card. I'm still ahead of her in storyline, but we'll see how long that lasts, because that's not a good sign for me. Yeah. Look at all those skill increases. Goodness gracious. What is Risten's shooting skill? Okay. Actually, you've maxed out your shooting skill already. I think we should just, where are you going? Can you finish this hull, please? Thank you very much. I want to get that slammed out. I don't know what other perms I'm going to lose, but hopefully not the 14 card. The 14 card is what keeps me sane. Okay, to be fair, Ray plays a lot more 14 than I do. I usually play a lot of other stuff. Like I said, like I'm playing a lot of Battlefield 6 right now. That game has the most bland, generic campaign. I think Call of Duty had a better campaign, but honestly, I don't care. The game is stupid fun and incredibly bombastic, and it makes me feel happy. So I am okay with that. Okay, let's, we're gonna start moving this. Let's get out of here first of all. We need to get Luciferium. So we're gonna all hop on the ship, and as much as I wanted to farm material here, the fact that Skylet is on a timer is really bad. That's why I'm willing to go through this effort to just fly out of here. Is everyone on the ship? Okay. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna land at this, let's see, ancient junkyard. Let's see, one of these probably has an ancient, this one's got ruins, a bay. We don't have that much range. Let's see what my other options are. I need to find something that might have a kind of ruin that I could poke at and maybe find resources in. But there's very little. So I think our best option is we're gonna fly over to these ruins here, this junkyard, and see if we're lucky. Maybe we'll find something. That's the goal, anyways. Oh, so hello, Xandar card. Yeah, no, we don't have the loot box mod because that's a nightmare to install, and I could not be bothered to install it. A lot of mods out there that I just don't feel like ever putting in the game, because also, for those of you who missed the art stream, here's a cool thing we did for art last week, which is, hey, look, I'm actually drawing things again, which is kind of crazy to think about. Where did I save it? I named all my files something like illustration number, and I don't know where it went. Huh. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so I did draw one of the characters for the Star Sector mod, which I'm pretty at least happy about with how it looks. So hopefully we'll do more Star Sector maybe not like doing portraits, but I do enjoy like the whole turning a basic portrait into something a little nicer like this. So I might do that more in the future. We'll see how I feel about doing things like this, because I'm still not confident in art, but I'm trying to at least be less negative and be more positive. Be like, there is options. Exactly. Actually, the thing I was looking at this earlier and like why it seemed a little odd to me, and I think I realized why. I think I actually drew like the, I don't know what you want to call it, like the breast line, like technically like the nipple line, like a little too low, and I think it should be higher. I'm not 100% sure if that's how it works artistically, but that's my observation at the very least. Also, let's continue seeing if we can find Luciferium here. Let's grab, let's see, Ronnie has a gun. Ronnie has the autocannon, actually. Wait, that's really funny. Hold on. Let's grab you, and you were fine. Okay. I mean, I guess that's true. Like I said, I'm not very good at art, but it was still just thing I was like observing while I was drawing it. Yeah, you have the autocannon. Enjoy. You're gonna be our super anti armor specialist. Also, we gotta get rid of these containers. Actually, hold on. I want to see that. I want to see that in action. Where are you? I want to see your autocannon in action. So I'm gonna make this your prioritized weapon. All right, go over here. This is probably a very bad idea, but I really want to see this being shot. Okay, so you fire in bursts. The other option is I could have you do it in single, or burst. Okay, so that's fine. I won't draft you for now. Let's take a peek in here. Maybe we find Lucy. Nope. Nope. Okay, cool. I don't think we're gonna find any Luciferium here, unfortunately, just due to the fact that it's just junk. Yeah, it's a junkyard, not ruins. There's an yeah, so we're unlikely to find anything of note other than unholy amounts of scrap. But the fact that we have 2 people suffering from Luciferium addiction is huge. We don't actually need fuel for the most part, surprisingly. I think we can, if we do find fuel that's beneficial, but it's not required for our continued survival. I think it's just one of those nice to have, not necessary to survive. Okay, we have 2 turbojets. That's good. Let's get the rest of this thrown in here. So we have all the plasteel. We need a little bit of silver here. Hello, Grubby. You're still in the queue. You just didn't get picked yet. And we might have room for someone, do we? Oh, we're out of beds, actually. We've actually reached the max capacity for the ship. Okay. So we will not get someone in the next wave unless someone dies. If someone dies, then we'll summon someone, but if no one dies, then that's how it is. Also, we need to expand the zone here real quick. Anyways. Yeah, so that's essentially... oh, jeez. That's not what I want to do. There we go, that's fine. Okay, let's not do that. I would like to use this tool, please. There we go. Look at how beautiful the ship is. Okay, so we have a lot of space. And then our Pelican launch pad as well. I think it's nice. We have rice, we have food. I think we'll be okay. We do need to expand this, though. This is, like, microscopic. There's the hive raid. Okay, so let's grab a few people. So we don't have a defensive line, so we'll try to do what we can with what we have, which is, say, not that much. The turrets are on, so hopefully they'll shoot at what they can find, but, yeah, you have a gun. Maybe you stand right here. Okay, good luck. Try to gun them down before they get too close. Alright, Ron, you got the autocannon. Oh, yeah, you're gonna need that. Yeah, I want to see this in action. Okay, yeah. Let's see. Hold on. I want to see how strong that was, actually. That seemed a little nutty. What is going on? Okay, let's see here. So, Ronnie fired the autocannon. It pierced its shell, and then its shell was annihilated, and then multiple gunshot wounds basically murdered it because, yeah, the shell was cracked in multiple places, and the rest were just kind of doing bruises. Fantastic! So, the autocannon did exactly what it was intended to do. For context, you are using APHE rounds on that thing, so it is a very, very, very overkill weapon for this situation. Yeah. Everyone's asleep in Team Fortress 2? What do you mean everyone's asleep in TF2? Alright, we did it. We won? Question mark? Okay, let's continue expanding the rest of this. Okay, so what else do we need? So these rooms need to be temperature managed, first of all. So I think this one, some of these might actually be too cold. I think we need to move the radiator into here. And then the wall, we'll need a wall lamp here so we can actually get some light in here, first of all. And then storage. I wanted to move a lot of this. So two choices. I can either turn this into a temple room, or I can turn it into a glorified storage cabinet. I think turning into a glorified storage cabinet probably makes the most sense. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Okay, so let's see. Well, hold on. The other option... The other option is, if we're willing to go through the research, we could turn this into a mech suit hangar. Which is really tempting. I'm not sure if that's really worth it. How badly do we need mech suits? I don't think we do. But man, if it's not tempting... Alright, maybe we can avoid installing one for now. I think we can avoid it for as long as possible. Let's just turn this into a glorified storage dump. Because I want to free up space here, and then maybe this area can also get freed up. Maybe we can expand the meat locker, and then tighten up the hallways here. That's why... at least that's my thinking. Let's do exactly that. So first of all, I'm going to move this over here. And then we're going to build a few more of these crates. Now, these crates hold a lot. So let's put one... okay, so I can fit... What do I store? I'm mostly using steel and plasteel. So I could probably get away with 2. Silver can probably be justifiably shoved into a safe. Or I could use a grav ship. Oh, jeez. Oh, this thing is... oh, this thing is massive. This thing is gigantic. What else do I store? Let's see. Maybe we just use the standard size crates for now. I think we don't need that big. Yes. You are currently using a Liberator. Our sniper of choice is the Diligence, which I don't think we actually have a spare right now, so if we can make a spare, we'll give you a Diligence. Yeah, you gotta wait until we can make a spare, which thankfully we have a lot of materials, so it's not that big of a deal to wait until we get one. So just have to let it be manufactured. Thankfully we have a lot of very powerful builders ready to go. Okay, so this thing is going to store plasteel, and then I'm going to build another one of these. Oh my gosh, I don't have a good way to store this. I guess this is fine. It's going to look awful, but I think it's okay. You don't know. Wouldn't it make more sense for the steel one to be, like, near the front? Hold on. Wouldn't it make more sense for the steel one to be... ooh. Ooh, I kind of want to do that. Ooh. I think that actually doesn't look that bad. You know what? I think that's fine. I think that looks perfectly reasonable. Alright. We're gonna try to build 2 of these gigantic behemoths of storage crates and see what we can do. Do those birds just fly away? Okay. Also an insect here that we haven't killed yet. That's fine. Okay, so give our pawn some time, and we'll also just farm any bit of steel that we can get our hands on, and it should be okay. So other things we need to do. We can't get everyone armor. That's the other thing I've been struggling with, because unfortunately we just don't have the plasteel necessary to provide large quantities of, well, armor protection for everyone. Hopefully we can at some point, but it's not top priority. God, we gotta leave again. 33 medicine left. If we could just get the Pelican built, we'd be fine. But 2.5. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think I've already put in as much things I can use to make this faster. It's already 160% faster. Oh, we need uranium storage too. That's the other thing. So wood, uranium, plasteel, I think is the main ones. You guys sign up for now? Might turn late. Okay, have fun, Arani. I know you're all the way over in the land of Japan, so I know that time is The time difference is crazy now. I see MangaDex having ads. I saw more than that. I saw MangaDex is trying to become... Like, they're trying to do the thing that Faku did a long time ago, where they went legit. I heard that they might be trying to do the same thing and trying to get out of, like, the piracy business and try to be more like, oh, a legit website to read your favorite manga or something like that. And I was like, well, that sucks. The end of MangaDex is here, and it's time to embrace some other platform. It's a little unfortunate, but it's true. And I get it. They probably want to make money off of their hard work that they have, but it's unfortunate. Manga piracy is one of those things that's just, I think everyone is just so used to that companies that try to get away from it and try to make it more legit, like how it is in Japan, it's going to be a hard struggle in the West, because so many people grew up reading manga from scanlation sites and through non-legitimate, non-legal sources, right? Also, hello, Kayla, good evening. Did you like that Rimworld? Did you like that Fire Emblem thing that I sent you earlier? I was looking at that in ROM hack, and I'm legitimately considering playing it, because it seems like a lot of fun. This one should also be wood. Storage, clear all, wood. So, it's yeah, I think that's the unfortunate direction. I mean, I guess it's fortunate for the creators who should be paid for their work, but at the same time, I'm just so used to this is how it's always been type situation, right? Also, why are we... Oh shoot, I forgot to get everyone off the ship. Alright, everyone off the ship. You got work to do. We got stuff to do in the colony, comrades. You can't just sit here all the time. There's no Luciferium, right? Should we just... I think once Skylet's Luciferium need gets more intense, I think we're just gonna have to sedate Skylet for some time until we can get some. But I don't know where I can find Luciferium. Our ship's not allowed to fly for another couple days, which is the issue too. I think legitimately, I think we just have to sedate. Yeah, let's just sedate. I don't know if there's a way to like maintain sedation. You're looking at it as long as it makes you admittedly, but you want to give it a fair shot. Ah, okay. What part of it did you not like? Because I looked at it and I was like, most of these seemed okay. And a lot of the adjustments that they were trying to do in that ROM hack seemed fine to me, but you know, I'm always open to hearing other people's opinions, because obviously my opinion might be a little more biased, because I love Fire Emblem 7. It was kind of like one of the ones that I started with, and that's why I have a very strong opinion of 7, more than some of the other ones that might be out there. Okay, come on, just gotta get those last turbojets built. Come on. Come on, Unholy, you can do it. You have such high crafting. You even have a bionic eye. I actually have a lot of steel too, so that's been cleared out. Okay, so this one I think it was plasteel, so we're gonna do another one here, and this one we're going to strictly put in. I think this one will be strictly wood. That should be fine, especially as we're grabbing all the steel here, and we'll also need to grab whatever components we can get our grubby hands on. So there's a stack here, a bunch over there. And then that should be fine. Ah, you've intercepted a distress signal. They need help. Okay, maybe we'll find Luciferium there. How far is that of a walk? Alright, we'll do that the next day. We gotta deal with the wild boars though, so let's go grab you, and Funbound should be fine. Oh, do you not like the short-range short bows? I mean, I can get why people may not like it. I always thought it was fine for short bows to be that short, but I know not a lot of people are really fond of that change either, but I've always thought it was reasonable. What is happening? Where are they attacking from? Oh, they're attacking to southbound. They're attacking to southern end, actually. Well, the wild boars didn't live very long. I gotta fix how this is set up here. This setup is really ugly, and I don't like how this is panning out. What's that last boar? I hear it. Oh, it's Riston. Riston's like... Okay, hold on. You're like 1v-Xing a bunch of boars. Let's get over there and help you out. I did not realize you were locked in a battle to the death with these things. Although you might actually win, considering you have armor. Your armor's already deteriorating. Huh. Look at that. You won. Okay, we didn't need to help Risten. Risten was perfectly fine on their own. Okay. Effectively slim weapons. Ah, understandable. To be fair, like I said, I think it would not. It's not a worse. It's not a bad idea. And I know they also. I think they also keyed wind blades to trigger off of strength instead of mag. Well, actually, right. 7 doesn't have a split. Doesn't have the strength mag split. Anyways, I've been needing an excuse to play Fire Emblem 7 anyways, so I might be doing that because I was like, ooh, 7. I like 7. We need a silver storage. I don't have a safe. I guess I have a safe, but it only holds 6 stacks, which is not ideal, but I could probably just dump it in here, in the corner. Ah, yep, that's what I was afraid of. Alright, Skylet's having a mental breakdown because Luciferium need has been unmet, despite the fact that they were... I don't want to have to execute, but I might have to. I don't have a way to knock out Skylet is the problem. Just use your fist and see if we can knock this one out. Let's have everyone just try to beat up Skylet here, and maybe we can stop them from having a complete mental breakdown. No, use your fist. Go around. All right. Eventually, they'll get knocked out, right? Oh boy. Okay, that's. Got it. Okay, so she's on. Skylet's on a warpath here. Alright, so why don't we have you... okay, so I need a doctor ASAP. Infinitive I know is a doctor, but he's all the way over here. I need you to quickly rescue Kefir. Okay, go here. Here, and then rescue that way. Perfect. I'm aware of the movie, yes. I am aware of the movie. We gotta pull out the sword. Problem is Immortal also has a Luciferium need, which is really bad. You gonna send me another thing where you do the PM? I don't know if we're gonna do I don't know if we're going to do the PME. I would like to do a PME, but again, it's just one of those things that takes a long time to set up, and it's... I know... It just takes forever to set up. That's really the main problem. As much as I would love to do another PME. Tend here. They managed to survive the Luciferium need by even through the anesthetic, which is really a problem. Because I don't have Crypto Sleep Caskets either, which is the other issue. This fight is gonna go on forever unless I stop it ASAP. I'm not sure if Kefir will actually survive this. Kefir might die, although we'll find out in a second. Alright, thankfully Infinitive is a surprisingly good doctor and you survived. Skylet has not taken any hits at all. What did... Oh, wait, it's just a vac suit. Why have you not taken any damage? Alright, I don't have a choice here. I have to get Funbound over here. I didn't want to do this, but we gotta put Skylet down, I think. I'm sorry, Skylet. Alright. You're not dead. I just gotta find a solution to this ASAP. Okay. And there's no traders that have swung by either offering Luciferium, which is the other big issue. Hold on, maybe we can call these guys, let's see. Must be an ally to summon a trade caravan, of course. Annoying Alienware Fordat. Can't say I have, mostly because I don't watch ads. What about hag pleading emoji? What do you mean hag pleading? You want me to get a hag pleading emoji? I have a pleading emoji. You want like a hag one? If you ain't paying for the service, you're the product. I know that's how it is, yeah. I mean, it makes sense. That's why Facebook is free, because they're selling they're selling your data to the highest bidder. They're selling it to the big corpos who can, you know, use that data to make a profile of your life and know everything about you. That's why those ads. Actually, it's really funny because one of my friends, who is very much just a 30-something-year-old single male, for some reason, is constantly getting ads for, like, products that are designed for, like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, Ashley Madison ads, which is, like, that one, like, affair cheating dating hookup website service thing, and then he was getting, like, ads for... like menopausal products. Like I for whatever reason, the algorithm has made a very incorrect profile of him, and it's really funny to see. Serve on the front line. Ads are, yeah, I mean, a lot of ads are probably using AI. That's not even a question. Oh, Hagen White. Maybe. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing another Fire Emblem ROM hack. Now, making a ROM, like, now doing a PME is a little hard, and that's the only thing I'm, like, considering, like, do I really want to do that? I don't know how to stop Skyward dying, honestly. Just keep putting anesthesia on him, and then Immortal has how much time left? Immortal's timer is also ticking down, which is a big problem. I'm gonna have Immortal drop that gun real fast. I don't want Immortal carrying a weapon. Well, we try to keep Skylet, like, locked down for the time being, but it's a problem. Yalgo gives you Karina. How's our hunt for Lucifer? Oh, we're not able to find Luciferium. I was hoping to, like, maybe fly somewhere to get some, but this Pelican has taken too long to build. I have one option. There's a distress signal a bit north of here, about 0.6 days of travel away. If we're lucky, we might find something there, so I'm gonna send a few Helldivers to go take a peek. So we'll send our 4 main Helldivers, so that's Ray, Marksman, Garmin, Unholy, and then we'll keep the rest behind as protection. For now, Riston's 6, so I can't send Riston over, but the rest of these guys should be fine. Actually, we'll leave Unholy behind, and we'll send in Infidave. If we're lucky, they'll find something. If we're unlucky, then I don't know. So ideally, we find some Luciferium or of some kind over there. Yeah, let's find out. It's a half-day journey. Yeah, it's a 4-man team. If we're an exotic goods trader. Wait a second. Maybe our problems have been solved. Ronnie is thankfully... Ladronis can't speak to people. Funbound can. Alright, let's see. Maybe these people have Luciferium. Yes, you did become an adult. We did the level up for you already. Alright. Please tell me one of you sells Luciferium. No! You don't sell Luciferium. Oh, okay. Well, that sucks. I'll buy the advanced comps. Now you're ready to leave? Alright, buy her, Ronnie. Buy the Glitter World meds, buy the Plasteel. What do I not need? So I think I can get rid of the Doomsday Rocket. And wow, is that really it I can get rid of? Insect Jelly I can purge. They're not gonna buy any of our cloths because they don't care. I might not be able to buy all this actually, so I think we don't buy the advanced components. I think we leave that behind. And then maybe we don't buy the Glitter World. Well, let's buy... I think I want to buy it just in case. What else can I sell? I don't have a lot of... Could sell the tea. No. I need the turbojets. Keep the books. Could sell the detoxifier lung, but that's for Riston, so I don't think that's worth it. How much if I sell the gold? Okay, so what if I sell about 100 units of gold? Sell 150 maybe is fine. Keep the remainder. I think that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do that. Okay. Yeah, because unfortunately they don't want to buy our copious amounts of cloth-based products. Also, Riston's about to have a mental breakdown. You know what? Let's get you your lung. You have been waiting far too long for the second attempt at giving you a lung. Let's give you that. None of our oh, that's... Wait a second. Oh my goodness. We may have sent our only good doctor out into an adventure that he may not come back from. Which is a problem. As, Infidave is the only one who is a pretty good doctor. Also, Hero Wars... You know what? I remember... you know what type of ad I haven't seen in a long time? I used to see ads for... like those mobile games all the time, right? Like, not mobile games, like those persistent, like, MMO online games that were, like, browser-based, like Icorium, and what was that other one that was, like, all the time? Like, Ebony Online, like, it would have, like, some scantily clad, like, art of a fantasy woman going, like, your kingdom awaits you, my lord. And it was one of those silliest things I've ever seen. I don't think I've seen an ad for that in forever. I don't even know if the game still exists. Now I'm actually curious if that game is still around. It might not be. Also just trim this out a little bit. Just maybe get rid of some of this garbage. And hopefully get more steel. I'm just saying that it was a thing, okay? I'm not saying that I played it. I didn't play it. I played better games like Roblox. Can't even say that seriously, even though it's painfully true. I actually used to play a lot of Roblox. This entire ship is still weirdly not powered correctly, so we're just gonna fix that a little bit here. There we go. That should be good. Okay. Since some of our pawns are still out there adventuring, I'd like to replace a lot of the doors with the correct thing. And then I'm going to try to actually expand this out a little bit so we can try to move the vac barrier from here to over here. And I think that'll be fine. Yeah, we're under attack. Exactly. Roblox. Yes, I used to play a lot when I was young. I still have an account. And like that account, I think I plugged my account into like some calculator. And it said my account is worth like a little over like $1,000 just due to the rarity of some of the items that I have on it. Like I said, I played it a long time ago. Oh, hello. Okay, so hold on. So Zeoposter, you are now Doctor. Good, fantastic. However, there's no medical bed for Riston to have surgery on, so that's a problem. I think I'm gonna expand the surgery room down here, actually. And that'll be fine. Let's also get rid of this, and that should be good. They're almost there. There we go. So 0.1 days to travel, and then they will arrive, and we'll see if we can find any Luciferium. Probably kill a bunch of bugs. Skylit is on the ground, because again, that Luciferium need is going crazy. Maybe we should rescue the poor fella. And then just keep feeding them more anesthetic. Just keep feeding them more anesthetic. It's fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Why is your lung rude? So you had a rotting lung. So because of your rotting lung, it had to get removed. So thankfully we were able to remove it in time, but you know, that was the only issue. Because you were one of the, what are they called? Like weird pawns that spawn in from Anomaly. So it's not that hard to replace it. All right, let's see if we're lucky here. Please give me Luciferium. Usually these missions, like this quest, we usually find things like, I don't know, I think we usually find like bionic parts. All right, here we go. Yep, here's the, oh geez, what happened here? Oh, that is a very interesting map design. Okay, Luciferium. There's no Luciferium, but we might as well deal with this. Where did we spawn in? All right, Helldivers, it's time to fight. You all have guns. Some of you are better at using them than others, and hopefully you have enough bullets to last. Also, for some reason, I forgot Marksman is carrying a vitals monitor. We may need to remove that from his inventory at some point. Yeah. All right, let's go deal with the large quantity of spooky flesh blobs. You know what? These are a pretty good analog for the voteless, I think. I think these are pretty good they're pretty good analogs to the voteless creatures. Holy cow, they actually shoot things at you. All right. I can't remember if when tough spikes die, they split. They might. Let's just keep moving in. Maybe I should reinstall Run and Gun. Run and Gun was fun. All right. No, they're not a good enough. Oh, geez. Okay, smash. Destroy that thing, please. It is a very strange variant of the voteless. That's true. All right, I'm gonna have Race send her sword in and slap that around while the rest of them try to keep her safe. I'll have Garm take a peek in the other room as well. An ambush! Flesh beasts are approaching from the burrow. Oh, geez, that's a lot of them. Okay, so you're gonna stand over here. All right, we found a shard, which is not ideal. For some reason, relations have dropped because we attacked their building. Well, they're not even here anymore, which is stupid. Okay, so Garm is trying to hold them down over there. Let's have Ray also assist, because Ray's got the shotgun, so she can maybe maintain decent distance. Okay, yeah, those split. Okay, these two are... Okay, these guys are getting overwhelmed. We gotta save them. All right, come on. There we go. Look at this. Teamwork makes the dream work. so they should be okay. I'm gonna have you quickly swap to your sword, as you're gonna fight this in melee. And then, yeah, the turret, that doesn't even matter anymore. I don't care. Alright, thankfully we managed to survive. I think for this we might need to switch to snapshots for some people. Okay, not too bad. Let's go peek inside these rooms and see if we're lucky we'll find Luciferium. That is, okay. Oh, hello. Okay, you're gonna pull out your sword. And you're gonna pull out your sword. I'm gonna chop those up. And I think Marksman will just wander about. Maybe shoot this one down. Okay, there was a dead person in here. He didn't have much. There's an Archotech arm. It's the armor. This armor is equivalent to recon armor in combat extended. Like it is the literal equivalent to recon armor. Oh, hey, look, there's more things spawning out. Do we come? Okay, get over here, please. Kill this. There you go. Just smash it with your swords. Okay. Okay, maybe we stop wasting bullets. Okay, let's switch to melee, everyone, and just smash through the walls here. If we're lucky, we find something, but it's unlikely at this rate. I think we've got everything. Oh, hold on. Let's kill the last flesh sack. The Phobonax, which is a book that gives... Okay, that teaches you stuff. Alright, I don't think we're gonna find anything. Unfortunate, okay. There's one last room. Let's have Ray quickly peek over there and see what's there. Alright, nothing of note. Okay, we gotta kill some bugs before we... some flesh beasts before we leave. We're not allowed to leave until they're all dead. Okay. Let's just get out of here. So, take all of our stuff. Take the shard, you can sell that for money. I guess we take the giant stack of presidential rounds. Most of this doesn't really matter. Take the book, because you can sell that for money. Definitely take the Archotech arm. Don't think I care about most of this. Yeah, I think most of this doesn't really matter, so I think I'm okay just taking what we have and just leaving. I don't want to even dismantle the other stuff. Alright, that's fine. Alright. So, at the very least, we managed to find an Archotech arm, which is a cute little thing to find. We got Risten's new lung in, so Risten should be okay now for the time being. So that's, that problem has been resolved. And I know we're still trying to slam this turbojet out, which unfortunately is going to just take forever. I can't do anything else to make this faster. Like, this is as fast as it's going to get. As long as someone is working on it constantly. Let's just spend this real fast. Or, that's fine. Okay. But yeah, you like it? You like how the Helldiver team just did their job beautifully? Now, if we can just get more Helldiver teams set up, and I can just pick and choose based on their weapons. Actually, when Risten... We got new diligences. In fact, we made 4 of them, so congratulations. We're going to get you a brand new sniper rifle. So let's swap your kit out, if I can figure it out. Risten, switch to DMR, because we don't have dedicated sniper rifles for our Helldiver teams, I think. Unless you want a Quasar cannon or a railgun. There's actually a lot of really weird items. There's actually a lot of interesting ones here that I didn't think about using. There is an anti-material rifle, APW1. Okay, that's resolved. That's resolved. Okay. Skylit is life-threatening Luciferium need, which I cannot solve anymore, which is also a problem. So let's maybe rescue the poor guy. The poor last laddie. Okay. I think I can use the restroom right now, and I should be fine. We built it. We just haven't assigned it to you. Oh, hold on. All right. Get your diligence. All right. So you have it now, and it is now. Yes, you have it, and you got ammunition for it. So you're ready to go. You're kitted out. Okay, so Z Opposer has shooting skill. I need to assign Z Opposer of kit. So we're gonna give this poor child, 13-year-old kid, a gun. The question is, what do we give Z Opposer? Do you want a shotgun, a sniper rifle or DMR, or a rifle, your standard assault rifle? Those are your choices right now because I haven't made anything else yet. And every single person gets a free sword to come with their equipment package. Actually, I'm kind of liking how this is panning out. This is not symmetrical. I think I somehow did not make this symmetrical. Now I'm just going to drive me nuts. I guess it's not that big of a deal. We'll solve that later. So I need to put the turrets 1, 2, 3, and that'll balance that out, I think, as well. Yeah. Anyways, I'm liking how this is panning out. Like, it was a little rough. I think we will end up losing 2 people. I'm pretty sure Skylet will die. Immortal may die. Skylet, I'm fairly sure, is not going to survive the Luciferian unless you can find a Crypto Sleep Casket. Or a Hidden Danger, which I don't think I see any on the map. There was none on the last map either, so I think we just got a little unlucky. Yeah, we got unlucky and we didn't find any. That's really unfortunate, yeah. Okay, so they've returned, and we do need to put the vitals monitor somewhere here, so this entire thing is microscopic and needs to be updated. So where is Marksman? Because I know you are carrying, for some reason, an entire... Drop this. Vitals monitor, which I'm just gonna install here. I don't... Oh, these are not hospital beds. Okay, that's unfortunate. Okay, here's the last turbojet. If we're lucky, this turbojet might be enough to get us to a town. We'll need to fly close to the town, but we might be able to buy Luciferium. I think we go south, and we try to hit these 2 towns. They might not like us that much, but I'm sure they'll like us eventually. We just need to survive that long. In fact, I think we need to expand our ship by adding 2 more large thrusters. So the only spot I can think of adding this thing is... because thankfully these do act as walls. I'm gonna add 2 more here, and then 2 more, 1 more here, and that should be fine. We're currently researching Glitterworld medicine, which would let us make the Nutramine that we desire. That's really the main thing that we're trying to get right now. It's a little rough, but you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, you know what I can do here? I know what I can do here. Hold on. This is gonna be filled with entirely large quantities of textiles. All the textiles we have can be finally removed off of these stupid things. And they're just gonna go in that big, giant, fat crate. I'm gonna move this over here as well. I think that's the correct thing to do. And this thing is going to store silver. Just all the silver we can get our hands on, and that should be fine. There we go. Because now we have a dedicated home for these things. Okay, I need to use the restroom. I drank a lot of water earlier today, so I think I need to just save myself. I'll be right back, comrades. Give me 1 second. Speaking of mildly interesting things, apparently this mostly pertains to me and anyone who cares about this, but I like Pokemon, and apparently the names for the new Pokemon games after Z to A has been apparently leaked because apparently Nintendo's really bad at keeping secrets, and it's called Wind and what was the other thing? It was called Wind and something. I'm like, I can't believe they've already planned ahead that far in advance. Actually, the more interesting thing about this and why I'm talking about this is because I kid you not, someone data mined Z to A, and the entire world map, from my understanding, is one giant mesh. I'm not 100% sure how accurate this was. I thought I saw that mesh and I'm like, this is probably going to be used for like a map screen, but people were like, no, this is the entire world map. It's just taking place in Luminoy City. It's just a giant fat map, and I was like, this can't be right. Like, there has to be something. It's taking place in Southeast Asia, really? Oh, wait, Pokemon Sea? Wait a second. What if it's a Pokemon game set in the Philippines? Oh, it's Indonesia and Southeast Asia. Okay, got it. If it had been in the Philippines, I feel like the entire, like, Filipino internet sphere would just implode. But if it's just general Southeast Asia, so Indonesia, I mean, the Philippines is technically sea, right? It's technically Southeast Asia. I think it's fine then. What was that quest? I didn't read this. If you're willing to fight this giant mechanoid cluster, you can get some honor and some jade. No, thank you. I don't care. Exotic goods trader. Okay, please sell me Luciferium. I beg of you. I beg of thee, please provide me Luciferium. I demand of it. We're ready to fly out of here, so I think we will fly out of here if they don't have any Lucy. South America would go up in flames. I think the problem too is like, especially when these generic, like when it was all just regions based on Japan, right? It's like, okay, you know what to expect. But if you do any other region, people are going to be mad that their region is not part of the game, right? Like if you do a generic South America one and you include, say, Brazil, let me look at a map real fast, because I don't know. I don't know my South American geography. Okay, so if you say just do Brazil and let's see, well, let's say you do like Brazil, Venezuela, Guyana, Suriname, French Guiana. People are gonna be like, why didn't you include Colombia? Why didn't they include Bolivia, Peru, Paraguay? Why didn't they just do the entire South America? It's the same thing like anything else. Like if you, or like why, or people complain like, why didn't they pick Brazil instead of Mexico? Or why did they pick that instead of this? You know, if they do Southeast Asia, like they're gonna have to, yeah, they can do Indonesia, but then people are gonna be mad that they didn't include the Philippines or Vietnam or Malaysia or even Singapore. Like it's just gonna be a mess. Like they have to be kind of careful. I mean, they don't really care because people will just play it no matter what, but I'm just like, I think it's kind of an interest. Oh my god, they have 16 Lucifer. Oh, we solved the Luciferium problem if we can just find enough things to sell to buy this. Okay, hold on. I think we solved the Luciferium problem. Now the problem is I don't know what I can sell these people. So I need the plasteel. I'll sell the tech print. Oh gosh, I don't have silver for this. What can I sell them? Gosh, I really don't have anything to sell them. Do I just kill them? What if I just kill them instead? I could kill them for their stuff. I think that might be worth it. Oh, yes, Argentina, sorry. Well, because I zoomed out on Google Maps, and I was kind of just looking at, it just says Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador, Suriname, Guyana, French Guiana, Brazil, and for some reason, I don't see Argentina on my... Oh, yeah, Argentina. There we go, it's in the south. Oopsies. You don't accept South? You don't accept Singapore as C? What do you mean? I mean, it's just because they're rich and mostly Chinese? You don't accept them as C? Is that what's going on? I don't know. If I sell all my bullets... If I sell all my bullets, I could afford this. Oh my god, I can't even afford it. Okay, so... Let me think. How many of them are there? If we kill them all... we could get everything I need. But then that's gonna they're gonna hate us, so maybe we don't do that. Okay, let's try to just trade with them. I think at the very least we just buy the Luciferium. Yeah, I think at minimum we buy the Luciferium and just not kill them all. Where'd it go? Lucifer, okay, yeah, we gotta buy this. And then I need to somehow generate 1,400 silver. Sell the tea. I think we sell all of our gold. We can get more gold later. Sell the hyperweave. The tech print. We can probably get away with selling most of the bullets, primarily because we can just make more of these. And it's not terribly difficult to manufacture more ammunition, especially if it's just FMJ rounds. So I think I'm okay selling all of our non-specialized ammunition. I think that's okay. I don't like doing it, but I think it's fine. Because that gets us the Luciferium that we're so desperate to have. And so now we have to get Skylit a dose of this. And then hopefully that'll keep us fed for some time. So let's have... I think Arani might be just moving it to where it needs to go. And then I'm going to have Infidave, who is a doctor, administer it now. And that should stop Skylit from having a complete total mental breakdown. And our problems have been solved. Holy cow. Oh! Anyways. I'm kind of curious to see where Pokemon's going to go, because, like I said, I like the franchise. I am probably not buying Z to A as much as I really wanted to, and I'm only saying that because I did not end up playing Scarlet and Violet to finish, because I, quite frankly, got really bored of it, and I just didn't want to play it anymore. I know it sounds mean, but Scarlet and Violet just kind of sucked. I don't want to say they sucked like really bad. I just didn't enjoy it. That game was just not that fun, and yeah. Well, I'm not gonna have someone else buy it. Ray bought a Switch too, so she's probably gonna end up playing it for like the next... When does it come out? It comes out this Friday, right? Or... yeah, let me double check that. When does it come out? Pokemon Z to A release date. Yeah, it's this Friday, which I am almost 100% sure Ray's gonna be playing that thing essentially all day as soon as it comes out. So what's Final Fantasy? She doesn't need a Final Fantasy, she just needs her Pokemans, because that is her addiction. Everyone's got their addiction, and we know what Ray's is. Also, let me drink my water real fast. I am thirsty. So, anyways, let me show the thing that I was talking about though. Pokemon leaks, Luminois City. So I know the Mega Evolutions were also revealed, and I saw them, and I was like, huh, that's interesting. Because there's like a Mega Starmie in there, and it just was like a wacky moving starfish and a bunch of other stuff. I don't know where I'm gonna find it. I guess it doesn't really matter. I just thought it was kind of interesting. Where is it? Okay. Well, a lot of them just looked really, like, just alien. I didn't like... I saw the Mega Frostlass, and I was like, I was not terribly enthused by it. I thought it was just okay. And I think that's just how I'm probably going to feel about a lot of these. I think what we're going to do is we're going to fly. I think we can actually just fly... Should we just fly over to this? Just deal with this crashed mechanoid platform? I mean, we are ready for it, I think. I think if we were to go over there, we could probably handle it. I do want to slap down a few more thrusters. Oh, we can't! We don't have the Vac Stone for it. Oh... okay, so we have to go into space no matter what. I see. That's not ideal. So I think we will go north. Here-ish. Or we could... It's a tough call. What do you think, comrades? Should we go for the core? Or should we go closer to where we could trade with people to maybe buy some stuff? Those are the two choices we have. We can either go towards the core, deal with the mechanoids, or go over to the village and get ready to go into space? I guess we go towards the core. Yeah, let's just move over towards the core. I think it's fine. All right. Let's get out of here. I think we've done everything we need to do here. All right, off we go to the Grav Core, the Crash Mechanoid platform. Goodbye, civilians that we've just destroyed the local gravity anchor and may have just forced them all into space. She's really just you. I mean, no, yeah, she is really just a Yuki Ono, which is fine. I think it's interesting, though. You know what I'm excited for, though? Apparently, based on what I'm reading, Wind and Waves is going to be weather-centric. So if we're gonna get a lot more weather effects, I am quite excited for that. Or are we gonna get more ocean routes like Hoenn did, and it's just gonna be you have to surf everywhere? Actually, that was one thing that I was kind of surprised that. What generation was it? Gen 7, Sun and Moon didn't do. Is where you didn't have to surf between the different islands in the Alola region. I thought that was kind of interesting. No, we want more Eevee evolutions. I don't know what you're talking about. Even if I love evolutions, I'm a sucker for evolutions. Give me more of them. Give me more evolutions and I will be a happy camper. I'm just gonna land like right next to our objective. Oh, the bugs are coming in nearby. Yeah, we gotta get ready for that too. It'll be a ton more toxic fallout. What do you mean? I am part of the problem. Like, you don't understand. I love evolutions. I almost bought those life-size evolution plushies. I almost bought a Glaceon one for Ray, and then I saw the price of that thing, like $400, and I'm like, I think I'm good. I don't think we need that. And so I didn't. But it was like, interesting. If only they didn't cost. If only Pokemon merchandise didn't cost an arm and a leg, which unfortunately it does. That stuff is expensive. Like, holy cow. But it's a giant media franchise for a reason where they have a gigantic grip on people's lives and money. Are you gonna try to save all the way to get to 2 mil? Is that your goal? Also, Kefir should get a weapon. So Kefir, congratulations. You have to have we'll give you a shotgun. Immortal doesn't have a shooting skill. Ladronis has really good shooting skill and can only fight. So Ladronis, what are we gonna give you? We're gonna give you a DMR kit. Okay, that should be fine. You'd like a Gargolion and a Tectonion, so a rock and ground type. I remember like seeing the joke all the time, like, oh, what would a ghost Eevee be? And someone's like, you apply a brick to the Eevee. I'm like, that's just dark. That's just dark. People come up with some really nasty, messed up stuff when it comes to Pokemon, but it's whatever at this point. Actually, well, to be fair, Pokemon do die. I mean, they're animals just like you and I are animals. I'm trying to think what typing I would actually like a ghost type Eevee. I'm not even joking. Like, if I had to be a Pokemon gym leader, like if I ever had to be in a Pokemon game, I would want to be if I wasn't the professor of that region, make me the ice gym or the ghost gym. Or something like that. Yeah, make me a ghost gym. That'd be pretty sick, actually. A ghost ice gym would be banger. Actually, ice would probably make the most sense, and I'd probably have like a Flutter Mane as the random Pokemon that. You know what I think Pokemon games should do? One of my biggest complaints with Pokemon games is that it's obviously the games are designed to be easy, so they have a lot of. Like, the gyms are just, like, one type, right? I don't care about a Rainbow Gym, but I think gyms should have 1 or 2 twist Pokemon that are maybe not part of the typing, but are there to, like this, it's maybe their favorite Pokemon, even if it's not their favorite typing. I think Scarlet Violet actually did an okay job with that, because every leader had what's it called? Like a Pokemon that they would terrasilize that was not part of their main typing, right? So I think Iono had like a Miss Magius that it's a ghost type, but she's an electric leader, so she terrasilizes it into an electric type. I think that was a fine gimmick. So I think I'd like to see more of that, just to add like a bit of variety to the game. Fire type lead 4. I mean, yeah, that's true too. But I'd like to see that more frequent. Is there only 2 doors in here? I'm not gonna break down it. Let's just hack these doors. I want those doors hacked in so I can get in there. I gotta get in there. Pokemon had battle setting? You mean like set and switch? I used to play a lot on Switch. Now I play on set all the time because I think it does add a little bit of challenge where you have to try to figure out what is the right timing to swap out, and I think it makes the game a lot more exciting in that regard. So I would recommend playing it that way if you ever get an opportunity to do so. Don't worry, Deo Dragon, we'll get you a pawn eventually. We're full on bed slots right now, and if we can get more beds, then we can add you, but for now, we don't even have a big enough, we barely have a, what is this bloody thing called? Hospital. Actually, now that we have space, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna expand the freezer. The freezer's been something I've been wanting to expand for quite some time, so let's expand that out. Cannot wait until I can be done with this assembly platform, just be rid of it. Oh, it'll be glorious. Oh, we are running out of food, I just realized. Holy cow. Alright, just kill everything that... Just kill everything. There we go. Go hunting, my dear comrades. Too tired to boot up Pokemon? I would recommend if you just like too tired to play Pokemon, just go play like a ROM hack or play Pokerogue. I think those are pretty good, simple, short experiences that I think would be maybe worth your time to play. One of the main games, still 6v6 single battles focus when they want to do 4v4 doubles as main style, because it's easier for the average beginner player, young player, to play single fights. Double fights, I think, are much more better for advanced players, and I know there's a lot of ROM hacks that are centered around double fights. I know Ray had, like, introduced me to one. I cannot remember what it was called, but it was a lot of fun when I played it. Anyways, we gotta go hunting in here. So let's grab 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go see what's in here. We gotta go hunting anyways for whatever shenanigans we can find in there. Let's just grab all the steel while we're at it and all these components. You know, people should play more. People should play Pokemon Stadium. I love Stadium. The mini games are so good. Oh, hello. Who should lead this? I guess, we don't have EMP rounds, do we? There is no Mechanoids in here, right? Oh, there's a bunch of Militors. There is a Militor. Actually, we should swap anyone on a shotgun like Ray to Slugs. Yeah, let's get you to Slugs. I think these two alone should probably be able to kill a Militor without too... Oh, there's a literal Scorcher in front of us. Okay. I was like, why can't we move? Maybe we shouldn't stand there. I feel like that's probably a bad idea. Let's, bait him out over here. There we go. There we go. Much better. Okay. And then you're gonna swap you to Slugs as well. Look at that. Teamwork makes the dream work. Let's go here. I've never... I mean, sure. I mean, maybe I should play Conquest, honestly. Okay, this is a safe room. You know what I'm actually trying to figure out? I've been trying to see if I could figure out how to do like a 3DS Fire Emblem ROM hack, but then I realized, wow, this is so much effort, I don't want to do it anymore. Alright, we do need to crack that crate open. Pokemon Conquest. You want to see a Pokemon Conquest stream? I probably could. You say Pokemon anything, Ray will suddenly be activated. Hello, Flaming. Oh, there's a turret here. I guess there was a turret here. I can shoot it now. Okay, yeah, maybe we should shoot the turret. I don't know why we're walking up there and like, okay. Just take care of her real fast. Actually, no, you tend. And then, I got a little lazy there, which was my own fault. We should probably just go back. This room is a mess. Holy cow, let's not go in there. I think let's just leave once Ray's tended. Because that room is a disaster area waiting to happen. We can't just cheese our way through this, we actually have to fight it properly. Alright, let's get out of here. For now. What is this? A thick fog settles in, dramatically reducing vision. Ranged weapons will be less effective, and the maximum range will be quite reduced. Oh boy, that's fun. Alright, well, that's not a good sign. It doesn't help that a large quantity of bugs are also on their way. You might notice that our bug problem is getting larger and larger, and we don't have proper defenses yet, and that's a problem. Hopefully we can fix that soon, but it's a mess. Also, I need to go over here real fast. There's a warg hunting marksman. Good evening, Garm. How are you? I saw you earlier, I think in Whiskey's stream. Did you have fun modding for the local Dutch lady? I know Risen was there too, because I saw if she's streaming and I happen to be free, I'll usually watch it just out of curiosity. I mean, like I said, I like the core Pokemon formula. I just wish it was a little bit different, like maybe geared more towards people who are more advanced players. I think is kind of how I'm saying this. How much time do we have? 1.4. Should I just make a giant wall? Especially if the next wave after that's like 5 days? Maybe I should. Actually, you know what we're going to do? Hold on, I know what we're going to do. I think the best thing to do for protection, at the very least, because I don't think any of these fly, is we're gonna make an embrasure stack. That doesn't be crazy, it just needs to protect us from like here to here, and we'll do the same thing on this side, and we'll do the same thing on this side as well. Maybe about here's fine. And then this one, it's all swamp, so we can't really do it there, but I can at least put a door like that, and that should be fine. Yeah, go back to Pokemon. Yeah, go back to Pokemon Emerald like everyone else plays. The classic. Like, quite frankly, I can't play Gen 3 anymore without a physical special split. I do not like it without the physical special split. That was like one of the greatest decisions they ever made in Pokemon, and I find it so difficult to play without it. You got semi-bored of Terra Invicta? You're still playing at one point one time just from most of the space stations. You've been coming back somewhat with European the Netherlands. I don't know what she is, but I just know she lives in... I thought she was just Dutch. I know like one other Dutch person who was like a fellow mod for a streamer from a long time ago. I do not know very many Dutch people. I'm sorry. Oh shoot, I trapped Riston in here. Yeah, maybe we should free you from your self-made prison. Okay, here's our new freezer room. So the only reason this room here exists the way this is because this is where we're gonna put lots and lots of meat that we have created. So I can probably just do a bunch of 2-tier shelves like this, and it's gonna be very cramped in there. He'll try to do Gen 4 Emerald, before Gengar Sun Fighters Gen 4 special in the moves it loses. I mean, I feel like one of the things they probably could do would be to, oh, I don't know, just try to change how they do stats, but I don't know. Did they actually get rid of the elemental punches? Oh my goodness, we have so much meat now. Oh, we gotta kill more animals. I gotta kill more animals. Hello, Numinator. Nice spinning emote. I like that spinning emote. That's a good one. Alright, hopefully we can build the temp walls. I'm not sure if we will have time to build it. Wait, really? I thought Gengar had slightly... I thought Gengar had slightly higher. Let's see, Gengar's stats are... Oh wow, really? It is really a special attacker. For some reason I thought it had high physical attack. Huh. Also, Ray's having a tantrum. I don't know why she's having a tantrum. There was food to eat. And now she's destroying all the beds. Okay. I'm not pixelated anymore. Oh, trust me. This is my normal form. The pixel model is actually the secondary form. Yeah. The more you know. This is actually not the main form. Is Ray about to destroy more tables? Please don't destroy more tables, Ray. I need the tables to exist for the foreseeable future. Okay. We have somehow managed, I think, to save everything. Yeah, this is actually my my primary form. He's about the PSX. I kind of want to get a chibi model over a PSX style model. The thing is, like, I don't know what I would do with a 3D model that I can't already do with this model. You know what I mean? That's kind of the issue too. Yeah, that's kind of the other problem. I could dab on you. I mean, I could dab on you. I know one of my friends, like, once she got a 3D model, she only uses the 3D model now. She doesn't use any other model but the 3D model, which is fine. I just think it's an interesting observation for me. You know, anything else I forgot? I need to do... we need to set up the water recovery system, which is a fairly sizable 2-tile... You know what, can I just shove it in here? Is there any spot where I can shove this water reusing module? Okay, here's my plan. If I just if I extend this out like this and delete this, and then I can just expand the room, and then I can just shove it in there. Yeah, D. How did you know who I was talking about? Wait, were you part of D's community before you were here? I can't remember. I cannot remember. No, not Follow. I thought I'm not commissioning Follow's 3D model artist. Okay, you were. Got it. Okay. Yeah, I've... Gotcha. Okay. Okay. I've known D for a very long time. We don't talk as much. But... Yeah. Let's put raw meat goes in these shelves, and it... put the raw vegetarian stuff in there too. That's fine. Just want all the raw stuff in there so that it's at least nice and tidy. Okay, so Ray's injured. So the problem is that thankfully none of it was brain damage, right? Okay, so Ray doesn't have a nose. We should probably fix that. Who else is missing body parts that we should probably fix? I think one of the... Okay. Okay, so Garm has a new mouth. You're missing toes. They're fine. Marksman has a brain injury that we do need to tend to at some point. The Caribou are having their revenge. Skylet's injuries. Oh, Steve's got a permanent brain injury too. That's the other problem. Oh my goodness, Arani. Yeah, you're gonna have to fight this. Any other Helldiver nearby to save Arani? I played V Rising when it came out. I don't care for the game that much, quite frankly. I think it's fine, but I didn't really want to play too much. 2039, 24. When does what time period does Terra Invicta start? Speaking of games, I would like to do like a community game server again. I know we haven't done that in like forever. The last time we did it was when we were doing Project Zomboid, and I think it'd be kind of nice to try doing something like that again. The question is, what game? Oh my goodness! Don't get over here. Finish building me my pelican. Show me my pelican. I want to see it. Oh. Alright, we need to name it. What are we naming our pelican? It's finally built. It's finally finished. Oh my goodness, it's finally free. Alright, what am I naming this thing? Okay, so fun fact, our pelican actually doesn't have a weapon, sadly. Fortnite? Why do you always give like meme names? Anyone else have a better name? It's too small to be Pelican Dropship. It's big enough for Rimworld purposes, I think. I think it's fine for Rimworld purposes. Okay, so I also need to do this. So I need to... Let's get rid of this dump stockpile. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to seal it off like this. And then we'll have 2 auto doors. One... Oh, actually, we might need a vac door too. Oh, the Halo Pelican. Got it. Yeah, you lost me on the reference. I'm sorry. I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think the way this has to be built is I have to probably vac barrier here. And this area might have to be unroofed. Conditions not suitable, because I assume because of the roof above it. So we'll need to purge that. Oh my goodness, Steve died of the plague. Well... I didn't even realize he had the plague. Oh! He just got it, but because his brain injury was so high, the instant he got the plague, just instantly dead. You didn't even have a chance. The game just decided you just die. I'm actually not aware how Whiskey added you to the Rimworld run. How did that pan out? You used to have better recent money because the aliens were pissed they took them out. At least your phasers are getting better. I mean, you're fighting aliens. They're gonna, of course, attack your infrastructure. Well, let's bury the poor guy. He'll be buried on this land that he was here for. Alright, we should probably get everyone into the ship soon. Riston is now hiding in the room due to the darkness within his heart. I think. What are you actually running away? Serious pain, diverse thoughts. Oh, someone's not. Oh, I think it's Yuka, maybe. Well, Yuka might not be the correct ideology. Let's fix that real fast. Okay. Alright, let's bury the poor guy. Pico the Pelican? Gotta give it a call sign. Pico 03. Let's call that. Okay. There we go. Let's bury Steve here. Okay, so after the next wave, we do get one more pawn to join us. And then we'll raffle that one off to whoever's been here in chat today. And we'll see who it goes to. But for now... Oh, jeez, yeah. A lot of plague flying around, too, I think. Oh my goodness, you have the plague, too. How many people got the plague that I wasn't paying attention? Okay, let's get you rested. Who else has the plague? Garm has the plague and hasn't been tended to either. What in the world? Hold on. Alright, doctor, you gotta tend to these folks now. And then tend here. And then Arani, I want you to preach health to Garm. So Garm should have a higher chance of succeeding that. And then let's have Infidave also tend to... Okay, so everyone's gonna be tended to. Got it. Okay. Oh my gosh, a lot... Oh my goodness, even Zeoposer has the plague? Oh boy. Now tend... Send everyone. There we go. Oh, you're a literal bird, not like a... You're like an actual bird animal. Just that's been given all the funny bird architect parts. That's actually kind of neat. I like that. Maybe I should do something like that in a future run. That sounds hilarious, actually. Alright, let's get ready for the fight. So whoever's got weapons, that's the fight. So Marksman, congratulations. Skylit, you got a weapon. Unholy has a machine gun. Garm is injured. Riston is mental breaking. Thankfully, Ladronis does have a fat diligence counter sniper rifle. Kefir has what? Well, you got a Punisher, which is fine. Let's just get people situated where I think they will be approaching from. Let me make sure everyone's been tended to. Tended. Ooh, those tending is not very good, but it's probably enough to survive. All right, let's deal with this. All right, they're coming in from the north. A giant stack of insects have come to ruin our day, and they must be punished for their transgressions. Let's get Infidave out here too. Garm, you're not dying of the plague that badly. You're fighting out here too. You know what? Get a You know what? Get Arani out here. I'm not sure if Arani's fast enough, but they have Megapedes, and that's probably the easiest solution to deal with these things, isn't it? Get you over here. Oh boy, that's a lot of them. All right, let's position everyone. Reposition. Okay, I think they're going for the turrets, is my guess. Yeah, okay, so we managed to at least rip most of them apart. We gotta go down here. I should have known they were gonna go for the turrets. Okay, let's pause these. 44 damage sound, I think, is a lot, yes. Maybe you should not go in there, Immortal. You're gonna get everyone killed. Alright, I think the autocannon is just deleting these bugs. Yeah, I think the autocannon just deleted most of them. Sure, you can ask. What is your question, Kahila? Do we kill these? These things aren't that scary, right? Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna undraft everyone. And then we're going to let everyone do whatever they want. And then I'm gonna order a few people to go adventuring with me. So we're gonna grab you, and you. Yeah, that's fine. Let's have them go over here. We gotta go explore the rest of this room. 44 damage, I think, is a lot. I'm not sure about the combat extended numbers, but it sounds like a lot. You've heard of people making what is essentially an Eversor assassin, where it just kills every enemy and wakes up and costs so much resource they put into hypersleep until things get bad enough. Probably because you feed it like a lot of drugs. and other things that would probably drive it, like, mentally unstable. Would be my guess, but I'm not sure the specifics of how that operates. Let's go deal with this threat first. So there is a pikeman in here. So my solution to this is a Ronnie who moves kind of slow because you're overburdened with stuff. Let's just have you stand right over here. I'm going to have you stand right over here, and I'm just going to fling EMP grenades until they capitulate. So, fling a nade over there. Maybe over here, please. Just fling that right there. Okay. Let's get these guys in here as well. Just, I need more space here. Alright, EMP that. Alright, they've woken up. Cool. There's only one, there's a turret over here, which I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to just pivot around, have you quickly fling a grenade there. Tied. Now it's stunned, and Arani will just auto-cannon it to death. Excellent. Alright, now we got to go to the next room. You ever have that kind of thing you would really care for? Person you care for, but you can't stand being in the same room. I can't say I'm... I mean, family's probably the closest thing, but even still, I try to just try to deal with it, right? That's a 40k thing. Got it. That's probably why I didn't understand the reference. I don't play 40k. Like I said, I understand some 40k by sheer osmosis and being in close proximity to people who are really into 40k. But I myself personally do not really play 40k. I understand a lot of the reference. Oh, jeez. I understand a lot of 40k references, but that's about it. Okay, so run inside. Okay, so then I'm gonna have you switch to EMPs. Okay, and then we're just gonna... I think we're just gonna bait him into this room. We're just gonna bait him into this corridor. Cool. Alright, that thing's still stunned for 17 seconds, so that's probably enough to get a Ronnie standing there, and we can have Infidave pivot over here with Marksman to deal with the Militor. Then have these two switch to melee weapons and just try to cut this thing apart. There we go. Look at this strategizing. It's so good. Alright, let's go crack this open, Ah, in that case, I know what you're talking about. The only thing you can really do is, like, listen, you can't help someone who doesn't want to help themselves. You can't help someone unless they're willing to help themselves. And it sounds like this person may not be willing to help themselves, and that's the problem. Okay, so if I can just get them to open here. Ooh, are we faster than they are? Okay, well, that was way deadlier than... Okay, whoa. Let's, maybe not fight a Cyclops. Okay, you need to tend to Ronnie ASAP. I need you here. I need Unholy here ASAP. Okay. Alright, so we're just gonna have you switch to EMPs. Okay. Are we fast enough to throw a grenade there? Oh, we missed. Okay, you know what? Okay, I don't think we're ready for that. That was way scarier than I had anticipated, and I am not prepared for this. Okay, so let's try to rescue ASAP. No, you should be able to triage. Okay, so we're gonna have you quickly triage here, stabilize as fast as we can. Can I get a doctor over here? Garm's probably the closest, but Garm is injured. These guys will have to do their best. Oh boy, it's angry. Okay, quickly see if we can fling a EMP grenade at it. Alright, we're gonna have Marksman come over here ASAP. No, you need to fling the grenade now. Oh my goodness, it's not fling. Okay, we somehow barely survived, but however, Arani is on the verge of dying. You keep stabilizing. I'm gonna have Infidave switch to stabilization mode and try to keep Arani alive. Just so many injuries is the problem. Goodness gracious. Keep stabilizing the poor guy. Why are you not stabilizing him? There we go. Okay. Okay, just tend. Do what we can. I'm not sure if it'll be enough, but Arani might be able to survive if we're fast enough. Come on. Gotta just hit the big injuries. I think Arani's probably gonna survive. Where are you running? No. Just tend here without medicine. We don't got time. Okay, you need to tend now. Okay, come on. Come on, don't die on me, please. Come on. We weren't lucky enough. Oh. Alright. I'm sorry, Arani. Arani perished. One of our Helldivers. Our first big Helldiver who was running around with a giant autocannon passed away. Oh. I was not expecting that Cyclops to hurt that much. That thing hurt like a dump truck. Oh my goodness. Alright. Let's get Infidave out of here. Okay, so Marksman, you go back. Okay, so you... Okay. We're gonna have Unholy go back to base, and then we're gonna have Infidave try to tend to... Okay, try to tend here. Maybe we can still save Marksman. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see. The injuries are fairly intense, and we don't have any medicine available, except for what's over there. Infidave's also hurt himself. Okay. Might be just enough. 2 more injuries to tend. There's something over here that I wasn't paying attention to, but there's like a bug or something that's still fighting. Okay, can you just smash this bug? There you go. Just punch it. Come on. Come on. Okay, Marksman lives. I need Infidave to quickly tend to himself now. Okay, and then we're gonna quickly have you rescue Marksman and get out of here. And then we're just not gonna allow into this room for the time being until we're all safe. Okay, Immortal is dying because that bug is apparently way deadlier than I anticipated. Over here, Ray. You want to help Immortal deal with this bug? These bugs are surprisingly deadly. Okay, you get tended, you get tended. All right, let's dismantle this thing. We don't need this anymore. Yeah, let's dismantle this, because I can't move it. That's fine. I need the space anyways. Let's rebuild all that, and then... I think we should be okay. So Immortal is fairly injured. I need a doctor to wake up. Our doctors are... Infidave, Garm. Alright, Garm is a doctor. Tend to Immortal. And we gotta bury Ronnie, who fought valiantly on the front lines, just was not expecting the sheer power of that thing. Also, to continue your question, Kahila, yeah, if your friend doesn't want to help himself, like, there's only so much you can do. It'll be frustrating, but you can't force change on someone. You cannot force change onto an individual if they don't want to change, and that's kind of the thing you just have to accept. Let's calm down Infidave here before he has a mental breakdown. Okay. I think we managed to keep everyone alive, right? I don't know what's happening here. He's not going to leave the colony. I'm going to keep an eye on him. If he tries to leave, I'm just going to force that event to stop. Okay, I'm just going to... I know this is cheaty, but I just hate dealing with this event specifically. Calm down, buddy. There you go. Okay. We're running into a lot of mental break issues right now, and that's the other problem. I think the mood in the colony is just dropping rapidly. We have food. I don't know why they're not eating. Buddy, you want to just... Oh, wait. Is he bedridden? Oh, that's really weird. He wasn't bedridden. Huh. Okay, let's get him some food. Maybe that'll keep him happy. Perfect. Okay. We gotta expand this out as well, which is the other issue. Wants to change, but you feel like he ignores his own mental because he says he's epic swag. What time? Wow, what timeline is he from? I have not heard anyone ever say epic swag in God knows how long. Who says that anymore? What is this, like a... Is he like a 2012 hype beast? Goodness gracious. Those are terms I haven't heard in eternity, and it's... cursed. Oh, Arani was a super chaplain, which is really bad, so I gotta pick a new one. Alright. Congratulations to Garm! You are being given a role in the colony, and you will be the super chaplain. Yes. Congratulations on your brand new role in the colony. May it guide us all. Wait, Skylet died from what? Oh, the plague. Oh my goodness. So even with... So the plague got too high because the brain injury was too strong, so now Skylet passed away, so I couldn't even save Skylet. Okay. It gives you some powers to just encourage people to not die. Alright, so I gotta make a third burial site. Okay, we gotta run the funerals. Nexler is having a tantrum. Alright, what's he destroying? Okay, no. Okay, hold on. You need to leave that burial right now. You need to arrest this man. He's about to attack Chemfuel. Okay. Thankfully, he broke down mentally, so that's fine. Oh my goodness, I saw what was about to happen. I just got very, very scared. I think everyone's gonna survive the plague. It's gonna take some time to deal with it. So a lot of like random animals that are attacking us, so we have to just deal with that too. The funeral was so bad, everyone now was a -3 mood penalty. Great. Okay. Who doesn't have the plague and can build things? Funbound? It's the plague. Who else doesn't have a plague? Amazing. Every single one of my builders has some form of the plague. I don't know how that happened. Okay, so now we just can't do anything. We're just in a waiting game until the plague runs its course on everyone. That's legitimately all we can do. It's a waiting game. Well, except Riston. Oh, that's true. You have gut worms. All right, in that case, you can build the graves. Your gut worms hopefully will go away eventually, but it takes forever. All right, so we'll assign this one to Arani and the other one to Skylet. Skylet. Okay, however, that gear can still be used. So what I'm gonna do is, first of all, okay, yeah, because that gear is still usable. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna strip that gear out. God, that ripped through that vac suit. Oh, because Arani doesn't have a proper armor. Yeah, we'll strip Arani of gear. So why don't you go over here quickly and just strip Arani's corpse. Okay. That's all usable. And then Skylet, also need to strip out all that gear because that's all reusable. Yeah, just strip Skylet of all that stuff. Okay, and then we're gonna bury. And then Exonia should probably also bury Arani while we're out here. And then we'll go grab all that stuff eventually. And then we'll run a few funerals and try to get everyone happy again. But that was a really, really rough engagement. Like I said, I did not expect that Cyclops to hurt like a dump truck. And that's the real hazard that we ran into. I was utterly surprised at how painful that was. Also, holy cow, it's getting really hot. What's the temperature outside? And I'm so glad that my local area, the weather has been getting nice and cooler lately. I like to keep my window open at night so I can let that... I want to wake up freezing. Like, I like waking up to 60-degree temperatures, like Fahrenheit, with a blanket over me. It just feels so nice. You know what I mean? It just feels perfect. Also because my computer is basically a space heater, which is the other annoying part. Okay, let's do the other funeral real fast, get that one out of the way. We have one more room we need to punch through, which is the problem. We also need to assign someone to a autocannon kit, which is going to be a new fun project to figure out who's going to be the new autocannoneer. Mega Macroflies is really rough too, okay. No, I'm not gonna... I am not so... What's the word I'm thinking of? Immature that I would make a Dragon D's nuts joke or Sagondis. I have transcended beyond such vulgar humor. I have become one with peak comedy, known as cringe and dad jokes. Yes. Although Ray would probably disagree and say no. Imagine Dragons farts. Oh no, no, I'm not gonna make a joke like that. Alright, so I think when people wake up, we're gonna try to just finish up that room. The biggest threat is, well, there's a turret, and I think there's a there's a Scorcher, and there is another Cyclops, which we have to worry about. So we'll have to play this very, very carefully, especially now that the plague has been trimmed off of everyone, which is good. Yeah, alright, so we have to wait until it just mostly goes down. Give it a couple, maybe one more in-game day, and we should be fine. Marksman's still dying. I don't know how to... Oh, wait, he doesn't have food. Someone feed the man. Someone please feed the poor fella. There you go. Perfect. Okay. Alright, we gotta figure out what else we can do to keep... Oh, you know what we should probably... We need more entertainment, I just realized. This colony does not have that much recreation. I have not researched radios. I must have completely skipped basic electronics and went straight for high-end medicine that I probably didn't need. Which is really funny. And cursed. Okay. So, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab you. Oh, jeez. Kefir, what do you have? You don't have a lot, but you have a weapon. No, I want the people with actual Helldiver equipment. So, Garm and... Marksman's not... I guess we'll send Unholy as well. And then that should be fine. And then let's get everyone over here. We gotta deal with this. Arani did not have proper Helldiver gear, which was the issue, then I didn't realize that. Sea Pulsar's not gotten their kit yet either, which is another issue too. I was about to say somebody forgot one of the sentences. What was the known Dutch flowers? Wasn't it the tulip? Wasn't like the whole Netherlands thing, like the tulip mania thing that happened, that their entire economy basically had a tulip bubble for a span of like a year or something like that? I don't know any other Dutch flowers, unfortunately. Alright, let's see if this stack of fine individuals is enough to rip through this cursed realm. Tulips on these nuts. Oh my god. Can't ban you. Don't want to. But you should be ashamed of that. You should be ashamed of yourself for saying that. I can't believe this. I can't believe I just got these nuts. What is this? You're 30 allowed to call me daddy. Please don't say that. Please don't ever say that. First of all, the only reason I'm saying that you can't say that to heal up is that Ray will stab you. I think Ray will hunt you down wherever you are and will just like stab you if you say that. So that's all I'm gonna say. Plus, I try to not cultivate individuals who are very into the... I don't know what you want to call it. Horny posting? There's a lot of... You want a horny posting VTuber? There's like a bajillion... Oh, let's run away. Now. We're gonna try to bait them through this corridor and just rip them through this corridor. I can click on the door, hold open. Okay, now just everyone run away. Hide behind here, and then as they approach, we just rip them apart. Fantastic. Alright, look at that bait strategy. And I think maybe people with a sniper rifle might be able to get a good angle. Maybe poke them down from afar. Oh, hello. That one's coming in. Oh, hello. Okay, step away. Move aside, let it come in. Can't figure out where we're at, so let's just turn around, aim, shoot, and Garm's on fire. Okay, maybe that strategy's not working. You need to please pivot to your EMP grenades. Get Garm out of there. Oh boy, they're coming. Oh, this is bad. Okay, no, you fling one here. Oh my goodness. Okay, switch to EMP. Switch to EMP. Fling it over there now. Okay, so then quickly switch to main gun. Okay, see if we can get these guys over here. We need to pick an angle to approach from. They're stunned, but I can't really get in there. Okay, so Unholy, I need you to go over here. If you can open that door. We need to get out of this room, actually. Screw it, just get out of here. It's too hot. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna, now that we've managed to, let's see, these guys are still stunned for 8 seconds, right? Okay, so hold on. I think Risten has a, okay, so quickly have Risten run over here, fling the EMP grenades, fling 2 of them, and then just have everyone with a gun just blast them. I think this should work. Okay, so that worked. So now we gotta go down the other room. I think we killed them all, right? Wasn't there a Scorcher? Did it die? Okay, there's one more room. Open this up over here. And then hopefully people aren't gonna go into the oven. I'd rather people don't go into the oven right now. Oh, there's still a turret here, right? Okay, just go over here, fling it over real quick, and then have Infinitive go over there, blast it. Alright, you switch to your main firearm as well. Blast the dang thing. Okay. And then I think we can destroy this, right? Okay. Well, that was really rough, but I think we managed to survive somehow. I'm gonna have you quickly self-tend. And then you'll be fine, and then you will have Infinitive tend to you. Okay, there we got our core. Perfect. Okay, we're free. There's one more room. I'm gonna have Ray walk over there real fast, see what's in there. Alright, just kidding. We're not gonna go in there anymore. Cool. Alright. We'll wait for the oven to die down. I think we need to walk out of here now. It's actually cooking in this room as well. So we'll wait for the fire to finish up. We'll just undraft everyone. Go over here. Oh, get out of here first. Undraft. No, go here. And then we'll just let them tend to themselves, and once this is cooled down, we'll go in there, grab everything, and then be free from this accursed nightmare zone that we have survived. Yeah, Ray has very little tolerance for anything that's questionable. That's why every time I even make a joke about, like, what if I do really wacky, silly ASMR content, she's like, I'm gonna stab you. And then stab everyone who listens to it. I'm like, oh, got it. Alright, so we managed to survive. We do need to tend to some injuries. We gotta make this hospital larger. I've been meaning to do that for quite some time. Okay, we can now free this up, and we can now explore the room. So let's make sure we grab our core, the panels, and I guess we'll start ripping apart the corpses of these giant creatures for parts, and that should be good to go. And let's also make sure we grab the leftovers that we got from our running. Anyways, here's a... Oh, gosh, infection. Unholy has an infection now. Maybe he should lie down. In battletech, it's often a much better idea to bring a tank than a battle mech. Why might this be the case? Maybe because battle mechs are expensive and they look like they can be toppled over with the right hit, whereas a tank is going to be on the ground and not going to be so easily knocked around. At least that's my guess. There we go, look at this beautiful thing. Okay, so this room is complete, so now I can ideally remove the... Something I can remove the roof here. Remove zone. Actually, yeah, so... Hold on, what if I just, yeah, just remove the roof entirely here. I think that's fine. Just remove it completely. Alright. Perfect. Soon we'll be able to use the Pelican to fly around. Also, this man, you need your injury tended to. I don't know why you're not... Let me get this man in a bed. He's gonna die unless I get him into a bed now. Alright, we're gonna kick out Immortal. Immortal, you'll be fine somewhere else. I need Unholy in the bed. Mechs are cooler, so they win by default. I mean, that's true too. Tanks are way smaller. Medium mechs, yeah. I mean, like, so basically, it's nimble. It's not as easy to knock around, and it's probably way cheaper to manufacture than mechs. Right? If that's the case, that would make a lot of sense. Who is my doctor here? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I need Garm to... Okay, so I need to have Infidave as our best doctor quickly tend to Unholy, so hopefully he doesn't die. Okay, that's fine. Let him have his food binge. Okay, I need people to put on the back suit, so... Where's that helmet? Where'd it go? still there. Okay, so I need to haul this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. And that should be fine. And then next we'll need to haul basically all this around as well. You do need to rejoin Q. We had to shove your corpse into the pit. There's not much I could do about that, I'm sorry. You did perish. It was very tragic. Oh my goodness! The Knuckle Dusters have raided us oh, hello. Okay, well. That's not what I was expecting for a raid, but, alright. Our ship is under attack. They're not very smart. I don't think they're gonna live very long. There's a lot of them. Alright, turn around and just blast those guys. I'm more annoyed that they're attacking my room here. Now I have to deal with the corpses too, which is really annoying. Alright, well, they're now running away. They have realized the error of their ways and regret everything that they've done. Okay. I'm not gonna capture any of these people because I don't really care. But I'm more annoyed that I have to get rid of the corpses. Okay, so zone, dumping ground, storage, clear all. I want corpses here. I know. So basically, I don't remember actually what happened to you specifically, but yeah, you didn't. It was an unfortunate situation. Okay, so non-colonist corpses will get shoved over there. So these are all dead, right? There's one over here that needs to be finished off. I could probably capture them, but I can't be bothered. These are clearly traitors to the cause. They are not honorable citizens of Super Earth, for they attacked us. And so they must be punished by being executed. They don't have anything on them, right? Nothing of note I think I care about. Alright, undraft. Let's everyone do that, and let's haul these corpses out of here. Do not strip, just haul them. And we'll sort through that, and let's make sure we got everything. Okay, so we did get... Okay. So I actually don't have a spot for some of this, so... What was I gonna do here? What is this storage? This is the tactical vest. This is probably for the... What is the main outfit we're using? UF-84. So this is probably going to be for UF-84s. And this is for the DP-80 helmet, I think. Where's the helmet? DP-40. Okay, so this is where we're going to dump the DP-40s. Okay, perfect. Okay. Oh my goodness. What happened? Oh my god. We must have accidentally attacked them, and now they hate us, and now they're... What were they fighting? Oh, they're trying to shoot the stupid megapede. Are you kidding me? I turned around for 5 seconds, and now they're angry at us. Alright. Great. Alright, well, you know, I guess Super Earth ain't making any friends here. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. I guess we'll just kill them all. Well, amazingly enough, Riston is a pretty good shot with that DMR, and they're all just exploding, so that's fun. Let's get you inside. No, get you inside. If you're gonna stand out here, you better be ready to fight. Okay. Look at that friendly fire. Actually ridiculous. Alright, well. Maybe I shouldn't have the turrets on auto fire anymore. Maybe that's the problem. Well, I was gonna trade with them, now I can't. I know exactly what happened too. They were trying to target this megapede that was in the back corner, the turrets. And I guess they must have accidentally shot our allies because the turrets are stupid and they don't, you know, see our guests as things that they shouldn't be targeting. And that's why they exploded and died. So, at least we have fresh stuff here. And Immortal die. What did Immortal die from? Blood loss. Okay. Great. I think it's like the third time Immortals died, and I think Immortal's gonna come in here and wonder how I let this happen again. I think Immortal was here earlier, but now Immortal's gonna probably wonder how I let this happen again for like the 5th time. Alright. Well, that's 4 more beds that have opened up, I guess. I mean, true, the friendly fire is lore accurate. Like, you're not wrong. Anyways, let's go, I guess we'll just go execute their animals, and I guess we'll eat Muffalo for dinner. Okay, so we managed to find 2 of them, and then can we just kill this one? Can we kill this stupid thing so we're done with it? Risten, get over here. I need this one dead. The Jonas is dying too, and I don't know why we're not auto-triaging, which is the other part that confuses me. I think that's why... It's because our hospital's not big enough, that's why. The Jonas might perish too. Okay, so undraft you. Where's Infidave? I need Infidave to tend ASAP. You might have just enough time? Maybe. Okay, I don't know where you're going. Oh my god, they are going so far to get medicine. And that just killed Ladronis, I think. Yup. Nope, actually Ladronis might survive. I am very good at this game, I swear. I am very good at Rimworld, I promise. Alright. I guess we have to now peek through these corpses and see if they have anything useful. Alright, that's useful, that's useful, that's useful. That's fine. What else we got here? Sure. Okay, I can only search through my own pawns, right? Okay, not the corpses. Got it. That's fine. That's fine. Take the food. Take the food. Definitely take that food. And the beer. We should probably start equipping everyone with standard grenades as well. You're calling me out for... Oh, because Alana's not calling me out for being bad at the video game? Listen, it's okay. It's okay. Oh, I know the Muffalos had stuff on them. When the Muffalos get slaughtered, their stuff just drops. Oh, hello, there is a plasma sword. Who is our best melee fighter? Yuka and I think Ray are the best melee fighter. I think I should just give this to Ray, actually. Or maybe just give it to Yuka. Oh, that's... I don't have a good armor for Yuka, unfortunately. We probably could make a few more sets, though, now that we have some plasteel. But I need to save the plasteel for other purposes. Mr. Streams over the weekend? I mean... Just wait until Alana does another stream. That's all there is to it. One day I'll convince Ray to do a stream, too, but I don't think she really wants to stream. I've asked Ray before, like, if she streamed, what would she stream? And a lot of the answer is she would stream things like horror games, and if she ever screamed, she would just go kya, is, I kid you not, the actual words out of her mouth. That is exactly what she told me. Let me drink my water, too. I'm, like, dying at this. You know what, actually, I've been kind of wanting to do for a Rimworld colony? I kind of want to do I want to do a generational colony. I think that's like the one colony type that I would be very interested in trying out. It doesn't have to be like super crazy, but we could be like, here's starter pawn and starter pawn 2, and then we'll name, and then all the queue, like if you want to join the queue, it's gonna be all the children pawns that join our colony. That would be the gimmick. Bury Immortal here before I forget. So assign this to Immortal. Bury the poor friend. Okay, Barry. Get Immortal in here. Oh, hey, there's a Scorcher here. She probably did at some point. I don't remember. She might have at some point. I can't recall. Alright, let's hopefully we don't accidentally... You know what, these things need to stop. I'm just gonna have them all hold fire so we don't accidentally kill other people again. I think she streamed some gacha game so she could collect the rewards. It might have been Genshin or something like that. I don't think she streamed Wuwa. I don't think that would have been her thing. It was probably Genshin or Honkai. Lackluster. That's unfortunate. Okay, so we gotta get this weapon stored away. Okay, so I'm gonna use this one here for all the strange weapons. So this one's gonna be... Wait a second. Okay, eccentric weapons, turrets, ammunition, unique weapons, ranged weapons. That's weird. Why can't I find the super earth weapon? What? Oh, I'm an idiot. It's under super firearms. Okay, so probably just put all the support weapons on this one, and that's probably fine. Again, sounds. Friends have called you out for going ooh-ah after you sneeze. What do you mean? You like go like achoo ah like that type of thing? Do you say it like a cute anime girl? Is that the hot thing now? I know Ray makes fun of me for sometimes the sounds that I make, like when I hiccup. It doesn't sound like a hiccup. That's all I'm gonna tell you. I think like I inhale when I hiccup, so it just sounds like a very horrifying wheezing sound. Okay, this pelican seems like it can go really far. Unfortunately, we don't have friends anymore because I think that faction hates us now. So I don't know where we were gonna be able to trade. We'll have to offer them gifts, I guess. Yeah, we'll have to just offer them... Let's look at the HELLPOD room set up. I guess we should get the HELLPODs set up soon, shouldn't we? Yeah, okay. I'm trying to think how I want to approach the HELLPOD room design. I guess I'd probably put it somewhere over here at the front. Because the ship is balanced. I want to just set the turrets up. You know what we should do? I think we should spend some time getting the core of the ship's defenses figured out. I think that's something we've been putting off for far too long, and I think it's about time we resolve that problem. Also, I would like to grab this gold, please. Thank you very much. Grab that. Gold also goes in here. We need that. Teleported. Hello, Normar. Good evening. How goes it, comrade? I have not actually played Helldivers in quite some time. There was something I was reading recently about some issue with the game where apparently the game bricks computers or something nowadays. I remember seeing some article about that, but I wasn't 100% sure how accurate that was. But I saw that, and I was like, that seems not good. And I was curious to know if anyone knew anything about that, but at the same time, I'm like, spooky and ominous, that is. Okay, so what we're gonna do is because I want to move this vac barrier out here. So what I need to do is we're gonna add a superstructure here, and then we're gonna get rid of this well. That well is no longer needed. And then I can put the I can put the vac barrier there, get rid of the one here, and probably get rid of some more of these doors. And then I'm gonna try to expand the defense platform around here. And here. Basically, I have a plan, and that plan involves some very, very large automated turrets that can handle most big threats and small threats that we'd probably have to handle ourselves. But it'd be the equivalent of, you know, doing some crazy stuff. But ideally, I'd like to also expand or actually build the HELLPOD launcher room, which is what I'm going to try doing next. Once we get this hospital expanded, because holy cow, I have put off the hospital expansion for far too long, and I think it's about time that we finally get around to doing that. Okay, so let's move the vac barrier here and here, and then I can add one of these holes like that. Perfect. And that should be good enough. We should probably get out of here soon. But now that we have a pelican, we can actually start exploring some of the random bits and baubles we see. Now, unfortunately, again, there's only like so many factions on the map. Now, one of them doesn't hate us completely. There is one neutral faction that's okay with us, called Fenhedron. Unfortunately, I don't know how to determine which one of them is which, because they're all purple, and that's kind of a problem. But as far as I can tell, all the purple ones near us hate us. Except for the ones down here. In fact, you know, I have an idea. Let's try something. Let's load some cargo on here. I'm gonna load in all the chem fuel. I would like to load in all the fur, all the cloths that we don't use. Including that Thrumbo fur. What else can I sell? What else do we not need? Limestone blocks, that's fine. Dandelion cuttings. What else can I sell? I think that's all the things I could realistically sell. Okay, and then let's load that up. And then we're gonna send in... I think Garm will go off on a magical adventure to do some trade with the locals. And then we're gonna just launch you over this town over here. And that should be fine. Oh my goodness. Hi, Waha. 43 months. 43 months is crazy. Thanks, Waha. I appreciate it. How are you doing? Oh, I hope you're having a good night or day or whatever it is. Thanks for swinging by, Waha. I can't believe you've been here for almost 48 months. 40, it's like 5 more months away. Oh. Oh, wait. There's the plane. Okay, you're doing well. That's good to hear. I'm glad you're doing well. Oh my goodness, this pelican is so nice. I can trade. I can go fly around. Okay, so we can sell all of this garbage, and I can purchase their medicine and their plasteel and their... What else can I buy from them? Sell the dandelion cuttings. Don't need that. Oh my goodness, I have the power to buy things. We have economy. I don't think I need any of these other stuff, though. I think I actually want the gold. I could get the helmet, but I think I'd rather make my own. Okay, that's fine. So we'll take that. And then we're gonna have Garm just fly on over here. And then trade here. Okay, that's good. Hope you're enjoying... Wouldn't this be... It is just true. It is the super economy. You're right. So true. The super economy. I think we'll head into space soon. We need Vaxstone anyways. I've been meaning to get more Vaxstone. How many tiles do I have? Okay, so this people should sell me... Ooh, Nutrimane. Cloth, basic AI chip. Here we go, Plasteel. Ooh, can't really afford the Plasteel is the problem. I don't have much to offer them besides Chem Fuel. So perhaps we can't actually... Okay, so we're not gonna be able to buy the plasteel. We'll buy what we can, but considering the cost is 10, I can buy 59. Or not. I can buy 57. I think that's a fine enough trade, and then we'll just launch back, land over here. Perfect. Look at how that lines up perfectly. The other thing, too, is this actually provides us the opportunity to drop in on these architectural ruins if we want to send some people underground, like we're playing Tarkov, and, you know, Tarkov our way to get some, you know, cool resources, especially as we're going to start manufacturing more armor now that we have plasteel on the regular. So, in fact, what I'm going to do is, first of all, let's stop making grappling panels here. Let's start manufacturing more armor. So, we need additional... Wow, did I not put the armor order on? What is it? What are we using? UF-84 armor is our primary armor. That said, we could actually do other ones. I think UF-84 is fine. I think that's reasonable. Let's see. So that is 80 plasteel each. So I think we can make at least 2, and we should be okay. Our super economy is not quite super enough. If we kill more animals. That's sick. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. You can almost hear the music as you're getting ready to escape. All right. Perfect. Okay, let's also unload all that stuff. Perfect. All right, we do have a fight that we need to survive, so we should probably try to get ready for that soon, so we don't explode. And then we will get 1 pawn, because I think we have 4 beds that are now empty and open. However, I believe these things fly, which is a concern. So we'll need to deal with that as well. Flying insects. My favorite. You're more upset the music is in? What do you mean? I think the music stopped for some reason. I know. I know. Like I said, I also haven't played Helldivers in a while. I need to play Helldivers again, but it's just no opportunity to play the dang thing. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna expand. We have to move the chess table. Move the chess table into the dining hall. I need to make a proper rec room. We haven't had a opportunity to do that. I don't even know where I'd put a rec room in this colony, quite frankly. There's like no space. Yeah, I don't know where to put a rec room. Do we need one? Probably not, realistically, but I think it would be nice to have one. There's not really any space, because I also turned this entire room into hydroponics, which is like the unfortunate part. Yeah. Anyways, bugs. Let's make sure everyone's inside. Everyone get on the ship. There's like one person out there who's like far, far away. They're coming in from the north. They fly, so we gotta be ready for that. Let's grab anyone with a gun and who can fight, and maybe has armor, ideally. Oh yeah, the bugs fly. Didn't you know that? Some of these fly. No, it's all rice in the hydroponics. This is about to get real dicey. You'll understand why. Maybe we can gun them down before they get too close. Yeah, Z-Pose, you don't have a lot of ways and combat gear, but you'll have to do your best. You have to get you your Super Citizen casuals soon. Yeah, put on your Super Citizen casuals. Yeah, I think they should start flying soon, because they have wings. Okay. They are not flying yet, which, yeah, see, look at that. They're flying. Oh, look at that. They're flying towards the turret. Yeah, the bugs have a weird tendency to just gun for the turrets over anything else, which is kind of interesting. Maybe this one should be held fire. We can just gun them down before they destroy anything. All right, the wave has been completed. Let us go unlock the. Let's get our fresh friend. Also, what is the helmet that you are using? What is this? I don't know where we got a CE-81 helmet, but I guess X-Slayer has that now. It's kind of hardcore, actually. Anyways. New friend. Colonist. Teleport over here. And let's go quickly change him up real fast. I don't like how that looks. Sure. Fast learner. A teetotaler. Efficient. Nervous. Psychically sensitive. Mike Clark. Really good at medical and some shooting and construction, which is pretty fine. He will be assigned to, let's see which comrade gets him. Here we go. Teo Dragons, congratulations. You have been you're joining us as a pretty good shooter, builder, doctor person. So hopefully you will survive the rigors of space. Anyways, we're gonna expand. I don't need this anymore. Holy cow, we are free. I can get rid of this stupid assembly platform. Unless the Pelican explodes, which is very unlikely. We probably don't need it ever again. So I'm going to expand the hospital room. Like that. And I'm actually going to have it, like, hooking all the way down here. So it should basically eat up most of this area. So it's really big, unfortunately. But we can probably make do with the rest of the space. We'll find out what to do with the rest of it. My thinking is we might actually make a small rec room, like a small library room. Probably, maybe we could actually turn this area into like a rec room. I'm trying to think about that. It could be like a rec corner, yeah. This definitely cannot. This has to be the hospital, though. I need a dedicated hospital space. In fact, we're going to stop using steel beds, and we're going to replace them with the better option of medical beds. Which apparently I have not actually researched yet, so why are we researching? Oh, I don't have people on research. That's right. Z-Opposer and so Garm's the only person. Okay, so Teo Dragon, I'm gonna have you prioritize building. If there's nothing to build, I want you to research. Same thing with Z-Opposer. Nothing to build, I want you to research. Yeah, I think that's fine. Also, holy cow, you're gonna bleed out. I think you got friendly fire. Nope, never mind. You wanna get in bed real fast, buddy? There we go. I think it's looking okay. Like, you see this? Like what we have now? Our doctors need to tend here real fast. Okay. Are we gonna remove the fecal matter? Yeah, we probably should at some point. Let's just dump it over here. We don't really process fecal sludge anymore, so I think it's fine to just purge it. And then over here, we also need to make sure we have water recycling, because that's not something we have right now. So water recovery system will allow us to stay in space for longer without having to get new water supplies, and we probably will need to build bigger water tanks as well. That's something we've been kind of ignoring, but I think the ship needs a large water capacity system. What is our ship size? We do need to add another grav core to maximize more space. Yeah. So the question is, where do I put the dang grav core? Where do I want to install it? At least we have 2 researchers working around the clock. Alright, should we go up into space? Or should we just go fly somewhere else and see what else is there? I guess we just fly out of here. Yeah, let's just go explore. Where can we go? We need to go to space, but oh man, I don't think I've set it up yet. Hold on, let me make sure we have enough. Let's make sure we're all like, let me make sure all the rooms are CO2 safe. Okay, so I think I can get rid of this vac barrier. And then let's see. Actually, no, I want to keep that there for now. I think all the rooms are O2 capable. I need to move this lamp over here. And then I need to put a... Okay, let's have you do this real fast, Ray. Get over here. No, they don't. They mostly just prevent oxygen from flowing around. Or, like, atmosphere from leaving that area that you have it locked in. So I don't use them as doors. I just use them as, like, markers for like, where the atmosphere is allowed to be in. Oh my goodness, these stupid things are causing issues. Alright, ideally, they need to stop accidentally shooting the Pico 03. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go into space. So what I need... Okay, one more thing before we do that is I need to double check the zone. So there should be a zone that is called vacuum safe. Anything in this area is theoretically completely vacuum safe. And so if they're in here, they're not gonna accidentally suffocate to death. If I did this right. So that should be fine. I think this room is also vacuum safe, but for the time being, I'm just gonna not even worry about that. And then I think I am missing oxygen pumps in this room and in this room. Yeah, I think just those 2 rooms need a bit of oxygen, and then I think we'll be space capable, because I think only very few of these people are actually space capable right now, which is the problem. So I think let's get Sun a... Let's see here. You're space capable. Yuka's not, right? Okay, let's get Yuka a vac suit. Just don't want Yuka in space. You can tell who's not space capable because they don't have a vac suit or the correct gear. So what I'm gonna do, since Ladronis, let's have Ladronis drop the vac suit because I want Funbound to put on the vac suit. Yeah. There we go. So that's another space-capable fella. Okay. Yeah, let's go into space, because we need to go to space because we need to dig up vac stone anyways. We need the bricks for some projects. So I think we have enough food to last us a while. Multiple simple meals, I think, should be enough. We have food. In fact, let's just make sure we are set to have maybe 60 of these, and that should be more than enough to keep us fed. Wouldn't you agree, comrades? Let's go into space. We need to go anyways. Oh, I don't know if we can actually reach the asteroid. I wanted to go to the plasteel asteroid. We might not be able to reach it. Might have to go to the component asteroid. Yeah. Alright, let's get these 2 ready to go. Did I get everything? Yeah, I got everything that mattered. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I grabbed everything. Alright. Yikes. Okay, I am not close enough to get the plasteel asteroid. Let's go here. Alright. I hope I set this up correctly. I sincerely hope that we're not going to get multiple people exploding as soon as we go into space. But I guess we'll find out. The ship is really long, is all I'm gonna say, but it's so pretty. I'm happy with how the ship has turned out. It looks a lot nicer than the previous one, I think. Alright, where are we landing here? We know there's compacted machinery somewhere, but that doesn't really matter because all I'm here for is everything else. So I think we can land. I think this is fine. There we go. Okay. Also, we found another grav core, which we're not going to go for right now. You like the ship shape to ground? I mean, to be fair, we landed, we killed all the grass underneath. Okay, so who's not allowed outside? Okay. You're not. You're not. You're not. You're not. You're not. I think everyone else... Okay, so these 5 are not allowed outdoors. They will die in space. Let us commit an order to just strip mine this entire thing, whatever we can find. Go. Alright, so hopefully we'll have some people strip mining that while we build the rest of this out. It is oxygenated, right? Yes, vacuum, 0% is what we're looking for. Okay. I'm going to quickly change the research right now temporarily so we can get hospital beds, which is 1,200. I think it's time to improve our hospital. For the time being, until we get additional beds, I think we might have to slap down a few more steel beds. They'll be fine. And hopefully, we'll be able to make vac-stone blocks like we need to. So we'll have someone craft those all the time. Ray's very good at digging through rocks, just because she has 17 crazy digging skill. What do you think? I've been wondering, do people prefer 2x Rimworld per week, or do people prefer 1x Rimworld a week? I know we've been doing 2x for a while now, but I've been curious if people would prefer to go back to 1x and we try other stuff out on stream more frequently. I might do a poll on that on Discord this week, just to get some opinions on the matter. Also, holy cow. Also, yeah, the samurai trait's not in the thing, because there was a mod that had that samurai trait, but I got rid of it because I didn't think we needed it anymore. Yeah, and unfortunately there's no Helldiver trait. It would be really nice, but unfortunately that's not something the game is offering us today. Is there any way to make this research faster? We have the multi-analyzer. I don't think there's anything else other than adding a factory research terminal or the Aurora core, but we don't have a Persona core at all, which is the other problem. Add a 2 research counters here, which add 1% each. That's a little bit more. Double researchers might be able to go through this fairly quickly, but I think we just need to make this bigger. We just need to make this area a lot thicker. Okay. Yeah, we have food for days. Yeah, especially the other thing too is we have a lot of rice, so food comes in relatively quickly, and we should not have to worry. Also, while we have this, I would like to destroy certain apparel that we don't need. So what do we not use? I guess we get rid of tribal wear and t-shirts. That's fine. That's, yeah, anything that's not 100% quality, let's just get rid of. 100% means it's brand new. Anything less than that is probably time to purge. It's like this bison wool thing that we don't need. Because Sony's making the other armor. Oh, here we go. So now we have another armor set. The question is... Oh, the other thing too is we don't have a way to repair... okay. We probably need to set up an automated repair system for our armor, which I know we can do. We just need to set it up correctly, which will require some time. So Ray's about to have a mental breakdown. She's always about to have a mental breakdown. It's too dark. No temple room, which we've been somehow surviving without this entire time. Gosh, we really should just build. We really should just build the. Okay, here's my thinking. I could elongate the ship a little bit more and have a separate Helldiver room here, like the drop area. Or I can set it up around the Pelican and have our own modified drop zone type thing. What do you think looks nicer? So, HELLPODs here, 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 and here. Maybe like we make a little indent here, 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 and here. Or we make a separate area here specifically for the Helldivers. I don't think you can make the Helldivers temple room. I don't think you can do that. Oh, actually, I have an idea. Must we have enough? Where is my option for the grav fuel extender? It's placed within range of a grav engine. Okay, so it can only go about this far. Okay. Maybe if I put a second one here for now, just so we can add more space like that. That's fine. And then I have an idea. I have a very nice idea if we can build that out. Oh gosh, it does require a lot of grav cores. We don't have that much grav cores or grav plates. The eternal struggle. At least we're having a lot of vaxstone blocks, so at least we're okay there. Okay. Because my other goal, again, is we need to make sure we have proper defenses, and right now we don't. Our defenses are pathetic, to say the least, and that is something that's been bothering me this entire time. It happens every single time I play the game, too. It's like, oh, yes, we don't need defenses, we can just ignore it, and then it's like, oh, well, I guess we die. Okay. I want to at least build this out. So, here's my thinking. 3-tile wide hallway, 5-tile wide hallway, 2 tiles deep, and then we extend it out with a circular room. Oopsies. Ooh, maybe because you need 2, right? So I think we need to make that slightly bigger. Oh, we don't have a lot of space for this actually. Maybe that's as big as maybe I have to do it like that. Do we have enough for this? That's, oh, jeez. Whoops. I need to stop doing that. I can't count. I should have counted this. How much is this? Okay, 109. So we have enough. Okay. Maybe we shrink it down just slightly. Just like that. Thinking is a terrifying hobby. Oh, but sometimes we have to think. As much as thinking is pain, thinking is a requirement in society nowadays. You can't get away from it. This is a really, really elongated ship, which is very odd to look at the more I think about it, but at this point, I'm just accepting it. Oh, hey, look, we actually found components. Okay, let's dig those out, dig those out, dig those out. Perfect. Basically, we can stay in space as long as we got food. As long as we got enough food to survive. Also, how are you doing, Silvaxery? I mispronounced it, whoops. Yeah, look at our tiny temple, our party room. Only so much they can do to have fun. Eat some food and enjoy the good times while they last. Okay. And that's a social fight. Got it. I think I am going to upgrade... Who else is a good fighter? Okay, Ladronis should probably be upgraded into the Helldiver kit. So ideally, we're gonna see Ladronis switch gear. Also, while we're doing this, I would like to go grab my beautiful... Where is it? Glitterworld medicine. Okay, because yeah, we still need to make Luciferium for... Oh wait, all of our Luciferium consumers died. Because Immortal was one of them, and Skylet was the other, and they both perished. Right, okay. Anyways, let's build some hospital beds. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. Get rid of this and this. Okay. Then we'll move the wall lamp over here. Put this vitals monitor right there. Right here. Perfect. Alright. I think we're safe in space. It's very unlikely that we're gonna get attacked. I think I can go use the restroom in the meanwhile. So I'm trying to think of what else I want to add to this. I thought I got rid of it. Yeah, I know. That thing is... You know, I have an idea. Hold on. Here's how I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna have Riston grab it. Just gonna leave it right here. And then when we leave, it's just gonna disappear into the ether. We'll never see or hear of it ever again. It's just gone. That said, we do need to rebuild the fuel machine thing because that's how we managed to turn all the... That's how we got chem fuel for the Echo 03. You go, rest. Have a good night, Kahila. Thanks for swinging by. I'm glad you enjoyed your time here, as usual. Hopefully. I think 8 hospital beds is probably enough, right? Okay, so then we also need to move this cabinet over here. This will improve the production speed in this area. And then this... What is this one here? Blast cabinet. For the assembly platform, so I don't need this. I can dismantle that. And this shelf... I guess we'll just put it in here. It's probably okay. Don't eat any gelatin Ray gives me. Why? Is Ray poisoning the gelatin that she feeds me? I don't even know if Ray knows my favorite Jello flavor. That's the real question. Does Ray know my favorite Jello flavor? The real questions. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. That's the secret. You have to figure it out. Okay, so I think here... Oh, it's your lore? Gotcha. Okay. My bad. Eccentric. So I think I can do a large smart table here. And I think that would look aesthetically correct. We'll eventually have to put some turrets in this area, but I'm putting it off as long as I can. Do they even make lychee flavored Jello? It's actually not. Trust me, it's very easy to know what it is if you know the type of flavor profiles that I enjoy a lot. Trust me, you'll know. Okay. Okay, it's actually being built really quick. Unfortunately, it's not gonna be able to do that fill in here. Maybe I don't want to make it that big, that wide. Delete this and this. That's probably okay if we do that. So we can maybe fill it up. Whoa, hello. Right, wrong tool. Here we go. Let him build it out. We have the vac stone. Am I willing to burn through my vac stone to make more plates? Probably. Actually, I have a better idea. Let's just make another storage for the... What do we have in here? Wood? Okay, vac stone blocks can also go in here for now. That's fine. You only notice I multi-stream. Yes, we are on Twitch and on YouTube now. I've been doing that for a while now, mostly because I figured it would not be a bad idea to have try to diversify an audience onto both platforms. YouTube is a very interesting place. We get some colorful characters, is all I'm gonna say. We've had some very interesting individuals who want me to be playing Hearts of Iron 4 a lot more frequently than I normally do. And the only reason I'm even willing to play Hearts of Iron 4 right now is the new DLC is coming out, and I am very, very excited to see how that's gonna pan out. That's why I've been playing a lot more of that as of late. Yeah. Let's get into space. Let's continue developing this thing. I actually managed to get a lot of components out of this, which is so nice. Alright, so this room has been finished out, so now we just need to seal it up the way I want to. Oh right, we had an Archotech part. I think it was an Archotech arm actually that we found. Who gets the Archotech arm? Archotech. Yeah, who gets the Archotech arm? Is anyone missing an arm? No one's missing an arm. Well, Ray's right arm is aching with a gunshot. Sun needs a new eye. Tail Dragon has double asthma. So no one's really missing an arm that would justify putting the... Maybe we just hold on to the Archotech arm for the time being. I don't think we need to upgrade someone particularly. But it's just kind of good to have. Are you actually becoming an Architect cyborg in every colony you're in? You're not missing an arm though, right? You have a hydraulic jaw at the very least. There we go. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the smart table, I'm gonna make it out of steel. I can put it in the middle here. And then this area should also be unroofed. Let's remove roof area here. Yeah, just this whole area should not. Yeah, there we go. And then finally I can put in the pod launchers. 1, 2. Well, hold on. Let's do 1. Well, we could actually have super HELLPOD squads going. We could have a squad of up to. We could have a squad of 6 go in. We could actually set up 8. That'll be the 4 drop pods. Yeah, you could actually fit like 6 or 8 in here. Would 6 make more sense? Maybe for Rimworld purposes that might be better, but I'm not sure if that's something I want to do right now. Let's build it out and see. Let's see how it looks. I also need to probably hunt down additional. We need to be also wary and pay attention to getting more fuel, as we don't have that much. Worst comes to worst, we do deuterium, but that's not what I want to do if I can avoid it. Helldiver tactics do require 4. We could go up to 6, which is pretty crazy. Also, I don't know why Riston's pawn. Riston retarded. There we go. Let's get your name set up correctly. Perfect. An 8-man HELLPOD team would be quite something. The other thing I think I need to do before I forget is, I think what I would like to do for this is I might actually try to extend here, and we might have like a room of some kind here instead of how it is right now. And we can do the same thing on the bottom end. Basically, because right now, if you might notice, it's kind of pinched here and here. And it looks a little awkward, I think, for some reason, but it's workable. Let's add the other hospital beds. Oh. Do I just dump it in here, like, maybe face it like here? 1, 2, 3. And then we can have another bed. Or we'll probably use this as a storage area for something else. Maybe a drug lab here would be fine too. Drug lab. And then we can add another vitals monitor. Oh, I don't have vitals monitor researched, I think. So the cool thing about this table is that you can actually keep it forced on all the time. And this is probably as close as you can get to having a, like, you know, the geosphere in Helldivers. I think that's probably as close as we're gonna get to having a geosphere, so that's probably close. Hi, Ranu, how are you? Let's auto build our transport pods, and now we need to figure out how we're gonna fuel these things, so we need to make the chem fuel thingy-mabobber that I'm forgetting the name of. So we can turn alien garbage into fuel. Wait a second, no we don't. Don't we have, an auto refinery turns wood, corn, potatoes, and rice into fuel, which is actually fine because we actually have a lot of rice. The wood is actually the more relevant part, so maybe we can use this to turn wood into fuel if I can figure out where we're gonna put this dang thing. We need oil, that's true! We need to kill the bugs. We're trying to turn bugs into fuel. That's what we've been doing for a while, but the problem is we don't have the industrial capacity to do that right now. I think for now, we can probably worry about that later. It's not a super critical thing to do. Oh, you know what we should do? We should have, like, I have an idea. Hold on. What if we do nice, transparent floor right here? Just make it nice. Let's see. Sky tiles. Like around here. Just to, you know, give that view. Because I know there's a mod that adds windows, and I did not have that. What armor are we wearing? Helldivers are wearing the UF-84 with a DP-40 helmet, because that's the ones that had the stats correct. We also need to make more capes. We need more capes. Lots of capes. Capes for everyone. And we may need, yeah, we're gonna need more armor too, is the other problem, because of more plasteel. Thankfully, most of this has been managed to be ripped apart. I don't know if we have wood in here. What was this one for? Plasteel? This one was probably plasteel. But the plasteel just ended up here instead because we're not actually getting that much anyways. There we go. You should not be able to buy it. Did I accidentally forget to disable it? Oh. Wait. Oh, shoot. Okay, wait a second. Don't buy anything. Let's just trim that real fast, and let's just fix this real quick. What I do allow people to buy is, what's it called? You can buy prosthetics. I think that's usually the thing, that's the one thing I allow right now. So, body part, bionics, and what was the other one? Architect? Let's see. Category. Yeah, I think artificial parts I'm okay with letting people buy, but everything else, again, I'm trying to play within the realm of how the game operates. That's why I'm okay with this. I know people like buying all the other stuff, but again, it's for like my enjoyment of the game balance. And I know we play with Twitch Toolkit, and obviously that breaks the balance in half, but there's like a certain level of I still want to experience the game, you know, in a certain way without letting everyone just buy everything, so we just run over all the threats, if that makes sense. Give me a second to just drag through all this. That's fine. There we go, that's probably fine. Is there any other body thing I'm missing? I don't think I allow people to buy Architect, that's usually too much. I think P for prosthetics would probably be fine. I think bionics is fine. Let's just do this too. Prostheses are fine. One day we'll do a colony where people can buy whatever they want. I know that's something people have been asking for. They want to just go ham with their points that they've saved up for so long. I know that's a thing. Trust me, we'll do it. We'll do it eventually. We'll do it eventually, and it'll be nutty. And it'll be like a speed run in a sense. I do need to use the restroom. Have a good night, Steve. Thanks for swinging by. I'm sorry that you died. It's very tragic. This actually doesn't look too bad. Let's drop off some of the chem fuel. Okay, there we go. Also, can we run power all the way there? Surprisingly enough, this actually is mostly power here. Okay. Perfect. There is our HELLPOD room. And then with our remaining 38, we cannot really do much with that, unfortunately. And we've actually capped out on blocks here as well, so there's not much I can do with that. I don't know where all the remaining vac blocks are going, actually. I don't think Alana would ever spend her points. I think she just wants to hold on to them forever. And I think it's more interesting that she chooses to not spend the points at all and just let us suffer in whatever way that we're meant to suffer. Okay, so how do I design this? So we could make a small reading room here. Not be the worst idea. Put like a small reading room or gymnasium even. We could put like a small workout room. Maybe a reading room is not the worst idea. I think a reading room would be fine. I think our pawns would enjoy a little bit of a relaxation of the mental variety. So I think that's fine. I'm gonna move this somewhere else. Put the punching bag over here. Spending your points would probably make the game implode, is all I'm gonna say. She probably has like way more points than anything anyone realizes. Yeah, it's not symmetrical, the design that I've gone with, but I think that's fine. You played so much Kaiserreich at this point that you're hyper optimal at playing LKMT or Russia. You have a problem. How much Kaiserreich do you play? Now I'm concerned. Also, we gotta do tech research. What are we researching? Okay, we need to get Marksman's brain injury resolved, so I think it's time we actually focus on that now. So we could go for neurological treatment, which is probably the best option. It's going to require a bunch of techs, and we'll need to get ready to make a NeuroCure framework. 15 Hyperweave, which I think we just sold all of ours, an MAAI chip, and 8 Glitterworld. So we have enough Glitterworld medicine. We don't have the MAAI chip because we don't have the Persona Core. That's the problem. We cannot manufacture Persona Cores because they're quest rewards. So we're gonna need a lot of Persona Cores. Also, we're like overdue for the insect wave, so I think we should just land on the planet. I think I got everything I cared about. I think we have enough things, so let's just get out of here. Let's skedaddle back to the planet. That's a lot of time on Kaiserreich. Are you playing Kaiser Redux or just traditional Kaiser Reich? Alright, where are we landing? I guess we should land somewhere over here-ish. There might be more fun things to do. There's a tech print here that I also want to grab. We'll probably grab that in a bit. The other thing I just realized, if we hell dive, how do we actually land? Or how do we actually pick him back up besides the Pelican? Is it... I guess the Pelican's the only option, right? Alright, let's go land somewhere where we're not going to explode into a million tiny pieces. Ruins, drug stockpile, ancient garrison, and a coast. Sure. Where's the other? It's in space, isn't it? It's always in space. All right, let's go that way. I think that seems reasonable. All right, let's go, shall we? We're gonna deal with bugs as soon as we land. You love how this looks. I like how this looks. It's so stupid. This is not a super destroyer. It is like a very wacky destroyer. I tried so hard to make it look like a proper super destroyer. I'm sorry, I just couldn't do it. It's an acceptable super destroyer. How about that? Okay, it's the darker purple. Okay. All right, let's land. I don't know. I wanted to like Kaiserreich, but I remember when I first started playing it, it was really laggy at the time. Hoi 4 was, it was like back when it was like Hoi 4 was like super unoptimized and like laggy as hell, so I just did not like Kaiserreich as much. It's an all-right destroyer. Fair enough. All right, so we're immediately getting beset by bugs. There's a lot of them, and they fly. So I guess we land here. Actually, let's land over here, because there's more room, more time to prepare. Let's go, like, right about... Here's fine. Well, at the time, when I was playing it, it was a long time ago. It was not optimized. It was laggy. It was very, very messy to play. Alright, first things first, we gotta deal with this. So first of all, seal that off. We don't have defenses this time around, so we gotta be a little careful about how we're going to deal with the bug problem that's approaching us rapidly. So my guess is they're gonna attack the turrets first. So in that case, I think we'll open this up and we'll grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Ds. And Unholy have enough weapons to survive this onslaught that is coming our way. So we'll just let them, you know, get over here. Stand right here, set up a giant firing line as those... We wait for them to jump up and attack us, and then we'll have to deal with this too, because look at that, there is ruins with a crypto sleep casket. What could be in there? Yep, exactly as I predicted. They're gonna go for the turrets, which are just giant bait, and we'll just gun them down whatever we can see. And soon they're gonna be jumping towards us. Probably in the very near future, if not right now, but thankfully, again, copious amounts of bullets. I love the turrets. Wow, it's just like in Helldivers, the turrets just are bait. Oh, they're jumping at us now. Okay, so this... time to switch to melee. Okay, time for Garner to step back. Actually, no. You stay and fight. Because some of these... So, okay, I know Kefir doesn't have any armor, so Kefir needs to stand back a little bit. Alright, we did it. Another glorious victory. Finish these off. And then everyone's free to go around. Okay. Alright, so there is ruins here. There's treasure to be found, and there is crypto sleep caskets. Actually, while they're all up and about, get over here. I want to see what's in here. Like, what could possibly be in here? I think Ray's the strongest melee-wise, so I'm gonna have Ray crack it open. Alright. What's inside? Everyone's got their guns ready, right? Ah, yes. I have Ray stand a little bit to the side. Alright. These ancient soldiers did not last very long. They had recon armor, actually. Components in plasteel. Alright, strip this one. And this one had tactical vest and recon armor. Components in plasteel. Alright, perfect. Alright, let's have Ray probably heal up while the rest of them just explore. Alright. We're just gonna go as a giant blob. I can't be bothered to manually control them. Okay. You crack this one open, this one, this one, this one, this one, and then these guys will continue. That's a weapon room. A lot of weapons. Oh, there's a turret here. Oh my goodness. What do you want to fling an EMP at that? Perfect. Okay. I'm hoping we're gonna find something of note in here, but I'm not gonna get my hopes up. Okay, this room is empty. There's a lot of dead people. I think sometimes you can find unique weapons, but I don't think our colony cares about unique weapons in this run, because I care about having... Oh, geez, that's... Yeah, let's not do that. It's a single turret over there. Kristen, I think, is dying of food poisoning. Why are you throwing up? Oh, it was the nausea. Okay, so we gotta kill this turret. Okay, so Garm is gonna go over here. Fling an EMP. Switch to primary, and then have everyone else also walk in here, and then just gun it down. I feel like gunning this down is probably not worth it. It's probably better to just use melee weapons. But who cares? This corpse has... okay, nothing of note. Next. Okay, that's fine. Let's have... I think Garm is a good hacker, right? Fantastic. Garm, hack that. Garm is overworked, is all I'm gonna say. Garm is a very overworked bird. Okay, nothing of note here. There's a corpse. Okay. I think this turret's been disabled. Next room. Wait, oh, is this thing still aggroed? Oh, wait, I thought we disabled it. Okay, I guess we didn't disable it. Okay, just like real life. Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring up bad memories. I know a lot of it. I know you're overworked. I'm sorry. Okay, you switch to your sword to smash this thing. Turret's Knight of Swords is a lot faster than anything else. Cool. All right, let's go over here. And the ruins have been solved. There's not much going on in here. I'll tell you that much. There was not much going on in there. Oh, the bugs are still alive. Okay. So we'll have a lot of food. We gotta kill more animals. So thankfully, there's a lot of beautiful, delicious doe and deer and rams and bucks and everything else that we could dare consume. Even muffalo. In fact, I'm gonna kill the muffalo myself, because every time I don't kill the muffalo myself, something bad happens. So in the interest of that not happening, let's just grab these fine individuals who are ready to fight and just have them come over here, set them to auto hunt. And we'll just see what happens. You probably need more munitions, don't you? You probably need to get more bullets, yeah. Okay. Alright, well, they're goring Ray, which is a problem. You'll be fine, okay. Alright, kill the muffalo. This is a very dramatic song for fighting muffalo. I'm glad the game recognized it because it immediately stopped playing it. Alright, let's get him over here. Alright, time to stop that, and let's just hunt down the rest of these, finish them off, and that'll be dinner. Easy. The reason we have to stop also doing that is because I don't want them to rip through all of our munitions, because we do not have unlimited bullets. Okay, Okay, I also need to build a water well somewhere so I can drain the locale of water. Because I think we have run out. So our biggest issue is for the expansion of the ship, we are going to need a lot more grav light panels, which means we will have to go back into space very soon. We're only on the ground temporarily. Also, since we did survive an insect wave, we got a new friend. Who's our new friend? Add. Pawn kind. Colonist. Add. Teleport over here. Okay, this one is cooking, artistic, medical, fast learner, gourmand, messy, abrasive, and jealous. That is a giant mess of traits. 0 combat capability, so basically she's a food critic. She's a 0 social skills, so she is a TikTok vlogger. Food critic. And this one is going to be assigned to... Let's see here. Oh, wait, hold on. I remember the other thing I forgot to do. So... Okay, so... First of all, this is getting assigned to Steve, who I think went to bed. That's fine. Wrong person. I almost assigned it to the wrong person. I almost assigned Risten's character to the wrong person. Okay, this is actually... So it's Steve. And because we got the Pelican, you know what this means? Bashi joins the colony. So let's get Bashi in here. So we're gonna add a animal. Saved animal. Let's not try that. We're gonna add a Yorkie. Alright, so there's the Yorkie. His name is Bashi 1. We'll teach it how to comfort humans. And its master, we don't know. And then the other person we get is a very certain doctor that is now joining our colony, so I don't have to worry about not having a doctor in the colony anymore. Perfect, okay. Okay, so how do we... Okay, so here we go. So there's one, and where's Bashi? We're just gonna grab Bashi real fast. And after our last excursion into space, look, suddenly two new people have joined. One of them is a dog who needs a spacesuit. And yeah, if we can get Archotech parts, I did install the dog prosthesis mod, which I did not have installed, or I did not have it set up properly. A dog said too, so we can give bionic parts to Bashi. It's probably unnecessary, but giving Bashi bionic legs and spine and tail and all the other parts is a option. Is it excessive? Probably. Would it be very funny? Yes. I think it would be hilarious if we could give Bashi all those things. So we'll try to give Bashi all those things. Maybe. Oh my goodness, there's actually compacted plastic on the map too. Holy cow. There's actually a lot of materials here. We're gonna be here for a while. Oh, hello. We may need to go into that ancient stockpile. I think there's a dungeon on the map that we need to go explore. Yeah, alright, let's be here for a while. There's a lot of things we need to hunt down. Alright, I need to use the restroom again because I've been chugging so much water. I've been trying to stay hydrated a lot more frequently, so I've been trying to cut out soda, kind of, but it's kind of hard to get away from Coke Zero. But I've been trying to at least replace it with drinking more water because that's healthier. But boy, it is really hard to get away from Coke Zero. Alright, anyways, Alana's set to doctor number 1, and that's fine. And then, let's do the other work orders first. Okay, so Teo Dragon, you're gonna doctor, and then can build. And then Steve, you're a doctor, and then you're gonna cook when you're not doing that. And then, I think that's fine for everyone else. Steve, we're gonna shove you over here. Can Steve fight? No. Teo Dragon can shoot, yes. Okay, so we're gonna assign you probably just give you a standard rifleman kit. We have enough of those lying around. We made all the munitions we need. Okay. And we'll let the researchers keep researching surrogate organs to help that along the way. Perfect. I don't think we need to hack these doors. Don't bother. Just do what you gotta do. Okay, so this I said was gonna be like a reading room, I think. So actually, hold on, I'm gonna move the door here. Let's just seal that off like that. It's not ideal, but I think it's fine to have like a little nook of that sort. Also, these turrets are just getting constantly deleted and rebuilt, and there's no escape from this nonsense. I can never be free from having to rebuild these turrets. Okay, there we go. Insect meat, which we're not going to eat, mostly. And then... Oh, the other thing too is we should probably fish for food if we need to. So let's kill all of this. And... also make a fishing zone, like right around here is fine. There is flounder primarily, and anchovies. Okay, we'll let that run. Let the game run like this. The next wave is then for another 1.6 in-game days. That's fine. Perfect. I'll be right back. I'm sorry if I'm like just yapping nonstop. All right, I have a plan for tomorrow's Rimworld stream. All right, hear me out. What if tomorrow we actually attempt a drop onto one of these infested cities or one of the areas where the insect hive is? I think we should try doing a drop and seeing how it pans out. Because here's the thing. We can also well, once we have the HELLPODs ready, we can also use them to drop in munitions as well. So, like, you know, resupply pods for bullets. And I think it'd be kind of fun to try out. It'd probably be very difficult, but I think we could do it. I'm almost 100% sure we could probably do it. It'll just be hard. What do you think, comrades? You think we should try it? I think we can try it. Oh gosh, I don't know what I'm gonna do with these stupid things. These things are just a nightmare to maintain. Maybe instead of researching surrogate organs for... Oh no, because I need to get, that's right. We gotta get neurological treatment for... What are the other options for fixing Marksman's brain. Do we just give Marksman Luciferium? I mean, the brain injury is actually not that bad. It's only 1 point of damage against the brain, so it's maybe not necessary to fix it on Marksman. It's relatively minor. Let's get some better defenses for the ship. I think that's probably a better option. Yeah, let's do that. I want better turrets for the ship. Injuries are one thing, turrets are another. I'd rather have better turrets because that'll protect everyone, whereas tending to one person's brain injury is only gonna save one person rather than two. So that's exactly why we're gonna do this. Also, holy cow. What is happening here? Give me 1 second. And that's not a good sign. What is happening? A mad rat. So, I think that'll be the plan for tomorrow. I think tomorrow we will actually do a drop onto a hive and see if we can survive. If it goes south, we just pull the pelican out, and hopefully that's enough to keep them safe. That'll probably be how we have to approach it. And you have a gun. Just kill the dang rat. There you go. Because what I want to do, once we get more of these stupid panels, is I'm going to expand this area. And probably extend it out here too. And we can have basically a turret platform that we can use to defend the ship. We might actually set up the first one over here rather than here. Just kind of depends how it ultimately ends up being, which one is more feasible, if that makes sense. 1 second. How much space do we have left? We have room for one more pawn. And that'll be the last one we can add for the time being. Did we hack this yet? No, okay. Whoever was hacking it did a pretty bad job. So we'll get turrets, we'll set it up, and then that should be fine. Also, while we're here, I need to expand out our engines. We need more engines to give us more space to fly further around. Actually, while we're chilling, how much cloth do I have? We need to kill more animals. I don't have nearly enough leathers that I was hoping to have. Ah, you missed it. I'm sorry, Teo Dragon. It gave us a visitor instead of any of those other ones. It's okay. We're gonna get a new pawn anyways in 21 in-game hours. We'll do the last wave, and I think that'll probably be a good spot to call it for the night. That's how we'll approach it. Do we have any more other armor? We don't have enough helmets. I need one more helmet. We need to give that capes, actually. Hold on. Riston needs a cape. Alright, so Riston, get your cape. And then I want Garm to get his cape. Alright, look at those Helldivers with their cool capes and backpacks. We need tactical vests, actually, too. I did not research tactical vests. Because under flak armor. Oh my gosh. We need flak armor to get tactical vests so they can carry more stuff. Helldivers with tactical vests and other stuff, although we could probably just use the other backpacks, is fine. Oh, I forgot Zeopolder's main goal in the colony was to do cleaning. Not anymore. Alright, you don't need to clean anymore, buddy. Yuka's job in the colony is to clean, if not digging rocks. And then let's see. Alana's cleaning, if not doing doctor work. Marksman is building. Okay, so that's probably the only person I can dedicate to cleaning. Those two individuals. Everyone else has other work in the colony that has to be done. That is a lot of visitors, by the way. Okay. Yeah, I think this is fine. Where would I put the turrets? I think I want to put one here. Probably put two here. 1, 2 here. So at least the front will be protected at all angles. And we probably put 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then probably 1, 2. So that's... and that should cover most, if not all, areas where the enemy could possibly approach us from. And I think that's how we're going to do this. So that message on YouTube. I'm sorry, 1 second. It's just time to praise the YouTube stream. Thanks, Hooby. Thanks for swinging by. How are you doing, comrade? You having a good evening? Are you nice and relaxed? I think I became YouTube's greatest sleep streamer yet again. It happens all the time. It really skews the metrics is all I'm gonna say. It really skews YouTube metrics really badly. Not that I'm complaining that much, but it's just an interesting observation that I have. Oh. Okay. Oh gosh, I'm also like getting sleepy too. I just want this last raid to go through. We have to survive 12 in-game hours, kill the insects, and then carry on with our lives. Oh, I gotta figure out. Okay, let's do this room. Okay, so temple, bedroom, book room, the reading room. I had a bookshelf. Probably just put one here, and then I guess just put like an armchair right there, and that's probably good enough. Yes, I am not sleep streaming. I am just sleepy. That's all I'm gonna say. I would never be one of those people who does like, would you like to just come to my sleep stream? Ooh woo. I'm not that much of a degenerate. I've actually seen that quite a bit, but I will not do that. Also, I should not make that out of wood. I want that out of steel. Steel, we have lots of. Wood is a bit more of a commodity. Exactly. See, Ray's already throwing things at me because she knows she would never allow it to happen. Alright, they're leaving us. That's fine. How much cloth do I have? Still need to find a way to, like, get rid of all this cloth and ideally sell it for the leathers, but we have not actually gotten that much leather. Kill everything. Okay, that's why. 16 leather. If you kill the Mega Sloth, you get 160, so I guess we go kill a Mega Sloth. Still can't believe I thought Mega Sloths were predators when they weren't. Oh my goodness, why have we not butchered these yet? Yeah, why have we not butchered those things? Okay. Let's do exactly that. Yeah, so we do need a small break room, so I've been trying to fix the colonies or the ship's like areas where they're not getting enough entertainment and try to just give them some way to relax, because we've been kind of putting it off for a long time, and well, I'd like to give them something to do. You know, I don't want to make them bored all the time. We're not cruel. Let me grab all the steel too. We've actually also been running through all of our steel, so we need to refill our steel supplies as well. So that's another thing to keep in mind. I just thought of another way that I should have done these HELLPODs. I should have made the HELLPODs separate rooms that were attached around this. So if it had been a separate room, there would have been like a one-tile doorway that leads to the transport pod. That's how I should have done this. I can still redesign it. We'll redesign it later. I think for now it's fine as is. Holy cow, we gotta get that steel inside. Also, I need Garm to finish hacking that. I want to go inside and see what's in that temple room. Anyways, let's get all the colonists inside the ship. We gotta deal with the attack that's coming in. Tail Dragon also has asthma, which has to be tended to. Alright, how bad is it gonna be? My guess is that they're just gonna, once again, skip here, go here, fight, and die. Alright. Oh god, there's an Empress. An incredibly rare... Okay, we already read this before. Yeah, that thing is chunky. I don't have someone using the autocannon anymore, which is bad. I probably should have given the autocannon to someone. Congratulations to Zeoposer. You are now the proud owner of an autocannon. You may only be 14, but you go get 'em, champ. I don't know if you have enough carry capacity for the autocannon. You legitimately might not. Anyways, the bugs are here. We gotta deal with this. So let's grab you. Anyone with a gun that can fight. Ideally the Helldivers first, and then we'll figure out the rest. Alright. Yep, literally I knew they were gonna attack down there. That's fine. Let's get Ray out here because she can probably just shotgun things too. Yeah. Alright, so I think they're gonna just approach the bottom front, so let's just go here. Spread out. And once we're in position, we'll just gun them down. Ideally, we're not gonna friendly fire, so we'll just get into position. Oh, okay. Oh, it just died. Cool. It's on draft. I guess we'll eat the giant thingy. I'm gonna have Ray go over here real fast to get rid of these small little buggers here. There we go. Before they become big buggers. Oh! A what? An infested ship chunk has crashed in. Alright, well, that's a problem for tomorrow. We can deal with that. It's not a big deal. Okay, so we've managed to do a lot. I think tomorrow the plan is we'll try to do a proper dive into a hive nest and see what kind of treasures await us. I'm kind of curious to see how that's going to pan out. It'll probably go very poorly, but it'll be interesting and exciting. Hopefully you had fun watching Rimworld. I know it's... I don't know if people are getting tired of the run. I hope not. I'm enjoying this. I like building big ships and it pleases the soul. We'll do Hoi 4 and Star Sector this week. I know we haven't done Star Sector in a while. I think it'd be kind of fun to revisit that. Anyways, we're going to go raid Director Nemo, who is playing Outer Wilds, which is a pretty cool game. I really enjoyed that game. I hope you enjoyed it when I played it once on stream, so go say hi. I am going to go to bed, comrades. Good night, and thanks for swinging by. I know it's late. It's late for a lot of people, so maybe I should start doing these streams a little earlier in the day. I've been considering that as well. And just like move the start and end times back by an hour. Maybe I have to do that. We'll see. Good night, everyone. Thanks for swinging by. Enjoy the rest of your night.